was rhyme all along. All I did was rhyme all along. All I did was rhyme all along. Yeah, look at my grills, fuck you. I say yeah, and it's a song cause you want it. I say yeah, and it's a song cause you want it. I say yeah, and it's a song cause you want it. I say yeah, and it's a song cause you want it. Now I'm rich, yeah, look at my grills, fuck you.
Alright everyone, I'm about to start. Hold on a second here. Just want to make sure that everything is looking right, everything's running right, everything looks good. What the hell is that? Something's popped up. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Hold on a second. I have something very weird. What is that? What the f... I have no idea what that is. I have a red box on my screen. I'm like... You guys can't see because it's a transparent red box. It's just like an article or something. I don't know what the fuck it is. It shouldn't even be there. But anyway, I think everything else is working right. I know my hair's all puffy tonight. I just got out of the shower. I had like an epiphany of an idea in the shower. No lie. I was like, with everything going... I'm going to explain all this when I start recording. But with everything going on, I basically should do a special. Because I have so much attention on me right now, in general, on the internet. For actually a good reason, that I should actually take the time to debunk 7 years of bullshit that's been against me. I had this epiphany while taking a shower. So anyway, ugh. The black this is not even a black shirt, this is blue. Someone just said he's wearing a black shirt, it's blue. Well, it looks like things are working, that worked. I don't know what the fuck this red box is, there's a giant red box. Sitting here, fuck this, I'm gonna shrink it. To the point where I don't see it anymore. Because it's bothering the shit out of me. It's like really annoying me. Oh, it's gone. I got rid of it. I don't know how I did, but I just got rid of it. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, first of all, thank you to the anonymous cheerer who did a 100-bit cheer. I'll put you up there on the leaderboard before we start tonight. I'm going to explain what this is in just a moment. And thank you to Yusuke14K who resubbed for 18 months. Said, you got this, Phil. Start debunking the shit. Alright. Alright, here we go. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Phil Burnell, a.k.a. Darkside Phil here. And I'm doing something very special tonight. Something that was completely unplanned. Something that's off the cuff, on the fly. The reason I'm doing this is because in the past couple of days, the internet at large has finally kind of turned an eye to me for the first time in a major way in a long time in an actual positive light. Now, this video and stream is not going to be about that, alright? I'm not going to be talking about how this other guy, this other content creator completely screwed up his life by doing messed up stuff. And basically, I had two pretty epic-looking tweets that, yes, one of them was directly to him and one wasn't. It was more indirect, but two epic tweets that kind of went crazy on Twitter. One of which has like 6,000 likes. One has like over 17,000 likes. And major content creators, including guys like Hee Hee Productions and PewDiePie, amongst others, have been like referencing me. Boogie said that it was his favorite tweet ever. This is the first time in years that anyone has really come out and said anything positive about me, because sadly, as you guys and gals know if you are longtime fans of mine, there's a lot of bullshit and slander and all kinds of crap about me all over the internet. All right, people are like, I guess it's not Hee Productions. They say it some other way. I have no idea how they say it. I never saw it before. I'm just saying, big content creators, all right, have been referencing me in a good light. And I'm like, this is a great opportunity because I've got over 2,000 new Twitter followers. I've got hundreds of new followers on my YouTube channel. I know people are going to be coming out to check out the streams. And if they don't see that, you know, I basically take this opportunity to do something positive and kind of almost clear my name for the last 7 years of slander that's been against me on YouTube in particular, but of course now it's all over the internet. I almost feel that sadly, there's not going to be another opportunity to do it. Because the thing is, there's so much crap that's said and done about me all the time, and yes, every once in a while on a stream or in a video, I can kind of denounce it and tell you the real story behind it. But the funny thing is that some of these things I've talked about at length in the past, and people just don't know. Oh, well, Phil addressed it. Well, we ignore the fact that he addressed it, and we just say that it's still a fact. I'm like, but no, I actually talked about this 2, 3, 4 years ago. I explained the whole situation from start to finish, and people are still like, well, it didn't happen, right? So the purpose of tonight's stream and tonight's video here is to basically take a lot of those things, that common things, misconceptions about me, slanderous statements, memes, things about Darkside Phil that have been said over the last 7 years, and kind of try to at least denounce them, debunk them, or at least tell you the truth about that situation. Now, you don't have to believe me, and the bottom line is there will be thousands of people out there that probably will never believe me no matter what I say and do anyway. There's nothing I can do about that, but at least I think this is a good place to start for those who are now maybe, oh, I heard about Darkside Phil, he made these epic tweets, but now we hear negative stuff about him. This will finally be my opportunity to kind of clear the air about all that stuff and kind of start a clean slate almost. Because really that's what I've wanted. In the past 2 years, I've become a full-time live streamer rather than a YouTuber. That is my focus, and that's what I want to do. And it's hard when you have all this baggage from the past that's dragging along with you, and no matter how much you try to shake it and change for the better, you still have people who drag you down with all that shit, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to be doing is going down a list. I actually have a list.
Boys, we got us a weird drama stream on our hands.
Hopefully,
DSP waited until this specific situation.
Enough.
Not when he jerked off and Keemstar was talking about him. No, something has to happen to someone else. He says, hey, I got attention for that. Let me do a weird video. This is something people asked him to do like 4 fucking years ago. What is he going to say? Everything a nugget of truth?
For me to finally be able to get it off my chest and talk about some of this stuff publicly.
Notifications are muted for this, of course.
A few things. Number one,
because this is all talking.
You know, contributions during the stream as usual. Cheering.
You mean to tell me DSP gonna accept money?
And I will periodically be updating the leaderboard with things like top
Never heard of it,
etc.
I had just fucking came back from Walmart, bro.
So things coming in, you know, that are completely
I like literally, I'm sitting in the car and I look, I check stuff and I'm like, what the fuck is this weird drama stream?
You know, I want to be able to.
DSP tries it. Debunking 7 years of slander is the name of the stream.
Shout out. I'll try to squeeze it in, but that's really not the main purpose of this stream. It's really just to clear the air about a lot of things. Okay. So, for example, DJ Atomica did a 200-bit cheer that made him the top cheerer so far of the stream tonight, and I want to get him up on the leaderboard here. Okay. And I got a $1 tip from Jack, who says, what's your advice for trolls? Don't let the trolls get you down.
No, I want to know, how is he going to debunk being bad at a game? Because does that count as slander?
Move on.
Move on, dude.
You know what I mean?
People like me now.
Here's the thing, and this is the truth of the matter. I'm saying I'm going to debunk 7 years of slander, right? For 7 years, I've been the butt of the internet's joke because of the way that
Does he think this is going to actually work out?
8, 9,
the thumb, by the way.
When I started on YouTube, I was a very obstinate, opinionated asshole who didn't want to think outside of my own realm of very narrow perspective.
Send a tip live. HTTP. Yes.
From another perspective, and I would regularly at the dawn of when I really had my highest popularity.
What are you knocking over,
YouTube,
dog?
All right, I was an asshole. I'll openly admit that. I used to go out and say, "Oh, screw everyone who plays Minecraft. They're a bunch of immature idiots. Who the hell?"
He told us this already, though.
Right? That's so ignorant. That's stupid.
Yo, are we gonna hear stuff that we already heard before, and they're gonna pretend he never said it?
Dumb shit I used to do. oh,
and look
my
how
God,
much views he
Super
got.
Video, could you make terrible game stuff? I would say stuff like that. People would take it as
People
like,
actually
serious
showing
shit,
up.
and
Big
they
ups.
would then hate on me, and they would make tons of videos about me, and they would hate me for that. And then over the years, different things happened, like the "This Is How You Don't Play" movement, where people would take my gameplay and unfairly, honestly, edit it together to only show moments where I really
The
sucked,
videos
where
he
I was doing
uploaded to his own
stupid shit in the
channel?
game, and I was just talking out of my ass, and those
Sounds
would
good
go
to me.
viral on YouTube. And sadly, that would now make people think that like there's no valid content that I put out there, when in reality, that was a skewed perspective. Now, it was a true perspective. The things that were in those videos were taken right out of my videos. It wasn't like people were adding stuff in that wasn't in the videos. But taking stuff out of perspective of an entire playthrough makes you look bad, right?
You're supposed to
really
make a
it was
40-hour
well.
This Is How You Don't Play.
Those
Then people
style
can call
videos,
you a
those This Is How
retard
You
for
Don't
making it
Play
too
videos
long.
and all that
Then if you
started.
make it too
And you
short,
know
he
what?
say it's
At
out
the
of
time,
context.
I was so angry about it. And the truth of the matter is, these days, I don't give a shit. People can do whatever they want with my footage. I don't want. Obviously, I would like people to get permission.
People can do whatever they want with his footage, by the way.
Apparent YouTube's never going to do anything about it. People are going to be able to make these nasty negative montages about me no matter what they want to do, right? But the bottom line is this, is that since then, since the "This Is How You Don't Play" movement got popular, now what people have done, oh, well, Phil's an easy target. We now know from the "This Is How You Don't Play" movement, he's got no defense for himself. So now we're going to go a step further.
I like how he
Instead
putting
of
words in
only
anonymous people's mouth.
things that are going to be
He
related to
acted
gameplay. Now we're gonna
retarded
take
when
things out
those
of his
videos
personal
came out,
life that he
and that made
reveals, and
people
we're
want to
gonna
do them
scoop
more.
We're going to lie about them, and we're going to make him look like a real scumbag to the face
I
of the
agree.
internet by saying all
That's
kinds
what
of
everybody
crazy
said
shit
to themselves,
that
by the
really
way.
has no
It was like a
factual basis. The
conversation.
bottom line is most
We're gonna
of the
make
really
Phil look like a
nasty things that
scumbag.
Aaron said about me never had any factual basis. They were taken out of something that was skewed or something that had no actual concrete
What
evidence.
red box is
But
he
people
complaining
just
about in
believe it 'cause
OBS?
it's
He
been
still
said
don't know
so
how
many
OBS
times,
work?
and I'm not a person who's going
It's
to
just
sit
how
there
it
on the
look when
street and
you
just
don't
talk
have
about
stuff
the
cropped
negative
out,
shit
dude.
constantly, because I want to be a positive guy. I want to put out fun gameplay. I want to cover releases. I want to have cool
I like how he's
throwback
not
sessions. I don't
debunking
want
anything yet.
to my entire existence on the internet to be defending myself against people who are just saying ridiculous stuff. So I usually just hold back and never say anything. But tonight is the exception, where I'm
He should have did this
striking back.
yesterday.
I finally feel like, because there's at least a positive
I don't know
vibe
why
on
he
Dark
he
Side
think
Hill for the
this
first time
is
in some 7 fucking years
this is
on the
pure
internet,
wheelchair symbol
that
right here.
Finally today I can kind of come out and
People
say,
said this
"Here's
other
the
guy
truth
is
about all this
bad, and
crap.
DSP
You don't
made
have
fun
to
of him,
believe
and
it,
he
but
like,
at
oh
least
shit,
I
people
kinda
love
have
me.
some groundwork here to finally say something
Oh,
about
no.
it, okay? So a few more shout outs. Kenja tipped me
Shout-outs.
$5. Exposed detractors and all those lies they've been repeating over and over. That's a $5
I agree.
tip. Thank you,
Why his
Kenja.
hair
That's
still looks so
actually
bad? I thought he just got a cut.
Poor Jack 30. I apologize. I didn't put your name up earlier. I'm all worked and fired up. I am.
Oh yeah, we're fired up.
Xbox
Oh no,
One's
just
garbage
him.
tipped me $1. Said, Phil, I'm fucked up, laughing my ass off. Well, try not to do anything silly.
We talked on Twitter the other night, and I said I'm glad
Reggie
that you can
Face
poke fun
420
at yourself. This isn't him
$4.
poking
Phil,
fun at
long-time
himself,
viewer.
retard.
I like MK11 online battles. Keep up the awesome streams and great content.
Look at all of
I've
these
enjoyed
tips,
for 5 years.
dude. He didn't even say anything that mean anything yet. Big
Thank
ups.
you, Reggie, for
People
the
love
$4
him.
Tip. Cali Kid 951.
Everything turning around.
Just took me $5. He said, this is all I wanted to hear.
Feels good,
we
man.
talked on Twitter the other night, and I said, I'm glad that you can poke fun at yourself, and now for me, that's all I wanted. There's a large majority of us who get tired of you being pompous. Honestly, at this point, I don't see a reason to be pompous. I seriously don't believe that I'm any better than anyone else, or that my content's any better than anyone else. I've always said this. I can't believe that at one point ever in my
Is this why he expects money for everything? Because you don't think you're better than other people? Is this why he expects so much money for his YouTube videos?
Anyone that even want that, but
Because he don't think you're better than other people?
it's true, right?
It's true.
Alexander Rossi cheered. He says 913 viewers and the stream just started. Wow. See, I don't look at viewership.
I don't look at views.
Viewership on my stream.
See?
So I have no idea how many people are on the
Even
stream
though
right
we've been
now.
talking about views the last week.
$5. And some of y'all need to take a few moments to realize how much joy DSP has brought.
All
to
of
us
these
and how
true
sad
and
it is
honest
that
fans
DSP
that
is
showed up
gone.
today,
There'll be a day when
they
DSP
will
is
not
no
be back
more. We'll
tomorrow.
Very sad. Some of y'all need to think about that. Much love, DSP.
Much
Thank you,
love.
Chocolate
Thumbs up.
Buzz. So that's G.
What's Wagon's at?
That's 5, 10, 14.
Strip of money.
Hold on. 15. That's about 20
It's like
bucks,
a
I would
drug
say.
dealer counting up his money. Oh shit, there you
Say we're
go.
around $21.
I love your
apologize,
music, dude.
I didn't necessarily add that. I want to get started with the video. Shout out to A Golf.
I like how this is probably going to make him the most money out of anything he do this
All
month.
right, here's the deal. We got to get started.
This dude
all
made,
right?
what,
I'll do
$9
shout-outs all night. I'll
earlier
do
today
shout-outs
for
all
a
night.
whole
People are
stream?
supportive, but I want to get started. all
Like
right?
$9.
So first of all,
Oof.
ladies and gentlemen, all right.
He still
one
hasn't
thing
debunked
that I wanna
anything,
say
by
is
the way.
Off limits here tonight. 'Cause it's very
Pandally off limits.
is things that is private information about other people that I can't reveal. So, oh my God, I want secret behind the scenes.
Nice debunking
dish
stream.
on what happened.
Let me
with
tell you
your
what I can't
ex-girlfriend.
talk about.
I can't do that. I can't do that because sadly, that's private information. That's not just me. That's someone else too.
Right.
I want information about your wife. Not doing it.
Nope.
Not doing it. That's
Debunk
unfair
stream, by the way.
to someone else who's not here, who is not part of this, to give information like this. And the thing is, yes, sadly, the slander over the years has come into my life with my personal relationships, my family, and everything. All this has been affected by these people who say nasty shit about me all the time.
So
but what I will do tonight,
nothing about Cat, nothing about Pandali. What the fuck can be debunked? He can't even debunk the pedophile thing. Whoops.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
All right.
So what are we
going
gonna debunk? That he doxed somebody or something?
Cheer, by the way. Thank you very much, Styles K.
We're gonna debunk that he don't block a lot of people.
Is looking at a long time ago. Back before I ever live streamed, back before I ever did any direct capture,
oh boy, here we
way
go.
back when. All right. I used to make racial jokes. Okay. I did. I used to.
He's
make
gonna
racial
debunk
jokes.
something
Now,
he
racial
literally
jokes that I
said,
made,
but
I
he's
used to
gonna
call
say he
myself
didn't mean it.
equal opportunity
He was
offender,
being funny. He
meaning
told
I
us
would make
already.
a joke about one culture or race and then another culture or race, but I would also
Room
make a
is
joke
now
about
in
my own
slow
culture.
mode.
You know, I'm Polish
Nice.
and Italian, and I would make those kind of jokes during gameplay as well. And you know what people will do?
Yeah, he
over the
made so
years,
many
they'll take
Polish
clips out
jokes.
of context.
Right.
All right. And
DSP known
they
for his
will
Polish jokes.
Put a clip out there, completely out of context of a playthrough, and make
This is
one
like
little-
pre-stream
this is one
talk.
joke Phil made
He's
in
telling us nothing
2010.
special right now.
Look at what a horrible racist he is, right? The
One
bottom line
week
is, and this is the
follower
truth
only
of the
mode.
matter, in my lifetime,
All the new people
I've
that
had
showed
more
up can't even-
friends that
can't
were
even
not
talk.
white than white, because I actually grew up in Bridgeport, Connecticut, which was a city that, as I was growing up, became more and more multicultural.
Brown
My
people.
elementary school, my
The
high
ones that
school,
he hated,
always had a
the reason why he wanted to
multicultural
move
group.
out.
My best friend when I was
Bum.
growing up was Puerto Rican. I had African American friends. I had friends from all different Asian cultures, Indian, Laotian.
Imagine in real life saying, I have friends that are a different race, so I'm not
Vietnamese.
racist. Imagine actually doing that as an adult.
I've had friends of every nationality in my life, okay? But people will always take one little thing out of context or whatever and say that I'm a racist. All right,
Of
ladies
course.
and gentlemen, one of the biggest, and I will admit this to this
Hey, soda
now, I
poppin'.
will publicly say this, one of the biggest mistakes that I actually feel that I made in my early career as a content creator is that I was making Nazi jokes, all right? They're
Whoops.
not funny. I know that.
Follow
But the
only
thing is, I
mode,
used to
no
be a very
longer in
adamant
follow only
listener to the
mode.
Howard
His
Stern
mods are
show.
trolling.
And Howard Stern, as you guys know, if you listen to him, is a very risque guy, and he does very risque things. And
That
he used
head
to do
wobble.
segments
You know
on
what?
his show where someone would impersonate
This
a
dumb
Nazi,
shit outta here.
and he would say ridiculous things that would be
I also
over the
like
top,
how
and,
it's
oh my
not
God,
his
but the
fault.
joke
It's
was that
still
it's
not
a
his
real
fault.
Nazi.
It's
a
fucking
guy
Howard
impersonating a
Stern's
Nazi,
fault.
personally doing over the top stuff that we all
That's
agree
how
is
you
absolutely
debunk
ridiculous.
something.
If you don't
It's
know,
Howard Stern's
Stern
fault.
is Jewish. So for him to have Nazi jokes on his show,
You know how fucking retarded
kinda
this
makes
is?
sense. I'm not Jewish.
This is like a
For me
white
to make
dude
stupid
stealing
Nazi
fucking
jokes
Chris Rock
in
jokes.
videos that I've done and stuff. It's not smart. It's dumb. It's
Well, I got 'em
incredibly
from
fucking
Chris Rock.
stupid. And at least I'm proud to say
Make your own
I
fucking
haven't made
jokes,
a joke like that in
Mr.
9
Talent Man.
years, okay? But people will still bring it up to this day and say that Phil is a racist and Phil is totally, he
So
hates
it's
the
Howard
Jews. Did you ever
Stern's
see
fault
that
because he
video that
can't make
made
jokes.
where he was playing the Dead
That's why
Space
he was
2,
a Nazi.
demo, and he was pretending to be Isaac Himmler, the last remaining Nazi, and saying that because
Isaac
the Jews
Himmler
ran
now.
rampant across the universe that they infected the whole universe.
I like how he
with
pig
the
explains the
necrovirus,
joke.
And he wants to turn on the ovens and burn all the Jews.
Burn
It
all
actually
the
happened.
Jews!
I'll always fess up to that. It's out there public on the internet. You can't hide it. It's something very incredibly stupid that I did.
Isaac
But it was
Himmler
actually
gonna
a
burn all the
video
Jews.
based on the exact shtick
Oh, dog.
that was done on the Howard
He
Stern
has
show.
reached peak
some of the
desperation.
things I actually say
Chat
in that
clear
video
by
are
moderator.
literally lifted from the Howard
Oh,
Stern
man.
show, copy pasted into my video. Okay.
Why did you steal jokes? I thought you had talent.
Now what's funny is
I did nothing wrong. I
some
just
people actually
stole
to this day will
jokes.
say that stuff's funny. I don't think it is. I don't anymore. Back then I was more immature. Like I said, I Howard Stern and everything all being in line with that stuff. I used to think that stuff was funny. All right. I don't think it is anymore. I've grown up. I've matured. I'm not that kind of person anymore. But at that time, I thought that it was funny. Now, here's the thing. That actually got me banned off of a website that was not YouTube. It got me banned off of a website called blip.tv. You may have heard of them. It's a business that existed back then. And what happened was, I had been doing YouTube videos from 2008 to 2010 as a hobby. I had never made a dime doing
Like,
it. I
what
never
is
monetized
this?
the
Literally
videos.
isn't debunking anything.
I wanted to monetize
This is
my
telling
videos
us what
because I got laid
happened.
off. I've been working at an office job for almost
And
5
then he
years.
fucking
I got laid
retells
off out of
stories all
nowhere
the time.
unexpectedly. And I was kind of the underdog of the internet.
Of course he
People supported
was.
Me. They loved my YouTube videos at that point and really wanted to see me succeed.
Send a tip shit
and
out
so
of it. But it's fucking
what
other
ended up
stuff don't
happening
show up.
was
I hate his
I went to
layout.
Blip TV and I started uploading my videos
well,
there because on
screw it.
Blip you could monetize your gameplay videos. You
just
couldn't
clashed
do
with
that on
everything.
YouTube back then in 2010 unless you had a specialized partnership with a third-party company. So I went to Blip, and within 1 month of me
DSP
uploading
history
my
lessons.
gameplay videos
Very
to
nice.
Blip, I was making good money. And
Good money.
actually, I was the second-ranked guy on the fucking website under the Nostalgia Critic. The Nostalgia Critic was #1. I was #2 within a month, which was pretty insane. But what ended up happening was I put out that video, that Dead Space 2 demo video with that kind of jokes and commentary in it. And
Wait.
what happened was my trolls. Which
Oh
I've
shit!
always
I
had
didn't know they
trolls.
could still play
Even back then,
because
when
I got
was
the
quite popular, I
notifications
had
muted,
trolls.
but that's not
My
muted.
trolls
duh.
staged a campaign, which
Very
they
nice.
later admitted publicly was a fake campaign. They
pretended to be
mass
mad.
emailed
No one
Blip
would
TV,
have gotten
pretending
mad.
to be
What if the
hundreds of
people
upset
that on the
people
website got mad?
saying, "How dare you have someone on
And
your
the trolls
site
never
making
came
this
forward
kind
and
of
admitted to that.
comedy,
That's
kind of
bullshit.
kind of commentary
When
and
it
stuff like
happened,
that.
he said trolls did it.
Okay, and it sucks because
Oh well.
you know
Trolls reported me, so I never did it.
You know, Blip TV management.
It's like
saw
if you
these
go to
hundreds of
jail and you're
complaints,
like,
I've
well,
never
my
seen
next
anything
door
like
neighbor
before.
didn't like me,
They
so I
watched the
shouldn't
video,
be
they're like,
locked
okay,
up.
get rid of them, and they kicked me off the site. All
Whatever.
right, it sucks. I was banned from Blip TV because of troll activities. The bottom line was the thing I got banned
This is
for
debunking,
was
by the
pretty
way.
Heinous.
Debunking
I agree, jokes
stream.
about Nazis and shit is not funny. I, at that point in my life, 9 years ago, was very immature and thought that it was, and
Of
thought that
course.
I emulate Howard Stern, I should be all right.
I did nothing
But
wrong.
Obviously, it's wrong, and the thing is now...
He
in
was
2019,
27 years
I feel
old.
like, oh my God, that's so stupid. Why did I do that?
He acted
But
like he
that's
was
something always
12.
that people try to say. Phil was a racist. Phil always...
I was almost 30, man. I wasn't done growing yet. I didn't know what I could say
in fact,
online.
It was a rarity when I did stuff like that. That's why it was funny. And every once in a while, I would go out of control and do stuff like that. But now in the modern
The
era,
only reason
I
why
can
this
say
matters
something
is
to
because
you
other
guys, I'm
people
not
got
like
mad
that
about it. Let's be
anymore.
honest here.
I realized how stupid and dumb that shit was. You know, it's kind of similar when people say Phil used to always be over-sexualized. It's true. I used to be very over-sexualized when I was...
Yo, you know what
starting
needs to
videos
get
on YouTube
debunked?
back in the day,
Tevin
10
having
years
view bots.
ago.
I want him
It
to
was all about
explain
getting a
everything he
teen
was
audience
told
to watch.
more
So
than 2
talking
years
about the
ago
size of the tits on
that he
girl,
remembered.
and, you know,
That's what I
sex
want.
joke here and there, nipple here, you know, all that stuff.
I want him to
was very
debunk that
popular back
Turvin,
then.
I
But
guess,
now I don't do it anymore. I phased it
doesn't
out of
use
my
view bots?
content. It's hilarious because I now do video gameplay through
Spill all
regularly
the
every
tea,
day on
sis.
Twitch. And people in the stream chat will make sexual comments about things going on, and I don't. I ignore it. I stay away from it.
it's a good thing you never make sexual comments unless it's a dude on screen.
So I feel that I've changed for the better. My regular viewers tell me that I've changed for the better, but yet there's still
When?
slander out there that I'm still
Slander.
a racist and a sexist, and I do all this nasty stuff. Now, also going in line with going way back when, ladies and gentlemen, in 2012, I made public my relationship with a woman at that time.
I thought we wasn't gonna
It was
talk
my
about your ex.
girlfriend, okay, and she.
You're
very
gonna
much
tell us you
became
started
part of
dating
my
her the day she
content
turned 18 again?
over a 5-year span that I was involved with this woman. She went by Pandalee on the
Whoops.
internet. That was her
I guess he
nickname or
forgot his
whatever.
own rules.
And there's always been lies and slander and complete horrific nonsense.
Tell us how you
regarding
told
my
her you
relationship
told people she
with
couldn't go to the
Pandalee,
hospital.
which is horseshit.
Pandalee.
And the thing is, in my past, I mean, we haven't been together in over 2 years. I
Oh, this
now
is
have
disgusting.
married to a beautiful, lovely woman.
Is
named
she
Kat,
attached
and
to the
my
door?
life is great, but the thing is,
Oh, yeah,
people
his
to
life's
this day
great.
still fucking bring up this bullshit. So tonight,
Life
for the
is great.
first
That's
time
why I'm doing
ever,
this weird stream.
I'm debunking this bullshit. All right. The
She was
first thing that
17 and
everyone fucking
900
says to me
days, dude.
Is that Phil? You first met
I wanna make
Pandalee
her
when she
older
was
than when she's-
underage. She
whoops.
was under the age of 18 when you first started talking
This is
to her, you were
debunking.
grooming her so that you
Telling
would
us
finally go
stuff
out
with
with
no
her and
proof
all
is
this shit. And
debunking.
all of that is complete and utter fucking bullshit
See?
nonsense.
Saying it's a lie.
The truth of the matter is that back then, this was a different era. All right, it really was. It was a different.
It was
era
okay to
of
date 17-year-olds then.
and back then, people used to use YouTube private messaging. No one even uses that
Oh,
anymore.
shit, he
People
gonna
get
tell us
private
finally?
messaging on
Really?
YouTube. I
Pandalee
haven't even
told us
looked
this
at a
years
YouTube
ago.
Private message in a great part of 5 years. I'm not even exaggerating.
Is he going to say she messaged him constantly? Or is he going to
so-
tell us the truth?
She actually, as a fan, a viewer, private messaged me.
Yeah, I
on
know.
my
And then you
DSP
replied a
gaming
bunch. That's what she
channel.
said.
I believe the very first date was that it was like November of
The first date, November
2011. November
of 2011.
Okay.
Fucking youch.
I didn't know who she was. Basically, she was just someone
He didn't
friendly,
know who
someone
she
I talked
was?
to back and forth.
She took a train to him. He
messaging
didn't
for
know
about
she
2
was?
months. And then after that, we wanted to start talking a little bit more, so we started texting each other. And, you know, it just grew from there. And then we dated on and off from the year of 2012. I say probably early to mid-2012.
Of course, he pretends like conversations never happened. She messaged him, and then she was just dating him.
To the state of Washington.
Obviously.
She lived with me from 2014 until early 2017 when we broke up. Okay?
Well, there you go, dude.
And during that period of time, we had highs and lows. And
This is a debunk stream, dude.
everyone tells me is
You
that,
just tell people
Phil,
stuff.
she was underage when you started talking to her and dating her and doing stuff with her behind the scenes, and you're a pedophile and all this crazy shit. It's all bullshit. And the thing is, if anyone actually had a fucking brain in their head who said this, they would do the math and figure it out. She's always made public her birthdays. She would do social media posts.
I thought
Sometimes
people
there
were stalkers that
videos
knew that
about her
kind of stuff.
birthday. Like, this was a common
He can't tell
thing
us her birthday?
that would happen is
He
that
could
you would
tell
know
us.
that her birthday's in late August.
There we go.
And she was 18 years old the first time I ever even spoke to
Barely.
her in a YouTube message.
Oh,
I never
yeah.
knew her
You had
before
ID the
when
first
she was
message she
underage.
sent?
You never even heard of her. It's ludicrous
Uh-huh.
that people would just
The
make
first
this shit
message
up
she sent a picture
and
of
try to
ID in
slander
it.
me and shit like that because they want to hurt
His
me,
first
basically.
response
But
was,
no,
"How
the truth of
old
the
are
matter is,
you?" Obviously.
I never ever spoke with her until she was 18 years old. She messaged me, not the other way. She messaged me on YouTube when she was 18, and we talked for months. And then
Yeah, and you
eventually we
kept
started
messaging
dating
her,
for
though.
a while until it got more serious years later. Like I said, and then we
Whoops.
moved in together in 2014. So
It wasn't serious in 2012 when he had
reality,
on a video?
It's the thing is, where's the evidence? There's no
Whatever.
evidence of anything here of what any people
No
said
evidence.
about this because it doesn't exist. It's not true.
No
You
evidence
can
of what he
look
said
up
either, by the
publicly
way.
and find out when her
We don't
birthday
know
is.
when they
That was
first
always
messaged each
public
other.
Information, and if you do the math, you see. When we started dating, she was 18.
Do the math and
Later, when
believe
when
me.
we moved in, she was 20.
This
She
is
turned 21
debunking.
Later that year, we celebrated her 21st birthday at a restaurant. She had a drink out for the first time.
She drunk
So
before
it's
that. You
ludicrous
bullshitting
bullshit.
right
Now,
there.
one thing I will publicly admit is that we had a very big age gap. I was roughly just under 11 years older than her.
Roughly.
And honestly, at first, the relationship was great, and it didn't
You
work
know what I
out.
just thought about?
Honestly will tell you to this day because I think we were too
Oh,
much
we-
of an
we-
age gap
he
apart.
still never told us
She
Cat
had
birthday,
ideas
huh?
of what she wanted to
Whoops.
do with her life and stuff that I was far past that. I wanted to have a more settled life where we're just kind of settled in a
30-year-old.
home, and it's an adult life. You work,
Adult
you pay your bills,
life.
you go out every once in a while and
Do
have
nothing
fun.
every day.
While she
Oh,
was
no.
the adventurous type, she wanted to constantly travel and she wanted to do all shit that we couldn't do. I couldn't
Whoops.
afford to do it.
What?
And we just grew apart.
All them
over the
vacations
years.
he went
The
on with
bottom
her?
line is it didn't work out. I think mostly
They had no money now.
because of her age.
He
the
pretended
age
like
difference.
all those
Because
trips
what it
never
was, that,
happened.
having that big amount of an age gap. At first, it was fun because we were dating. So she
Okay.
would come and visit me, and
Sure.
we'd spend some time. Every once in a while, I would go and visit her, and we'd go on these trips and stuff together, and it worked out
Oh,
nice.
man.
But then when we finally started living together, and we kind of realized maybe we weren't as compatible as we thought because we were such a big age gap. All right. And that's the truth of the matter. Behind all of that,
Roughly
that
11-year
bullshit
age
that
gap. How old was
okay?
DSP in 2012?
All right, let's continue because I have a whole list here. All right, that's one of the things. That
He
you
wrote
always
down a
fucking bring
list.
up.
Oh, my God.
All right.
He wrote down a list because of the trolls.
Let's be very clear.
This reminded me of
about
that
the
time when he
very
told
end
us that he
of
basically
the
wrote a note,
relationship
like a letter to
because
himself, complaining
people
about a
basically make shit
troll.
up completely about that, saying someone dumped
I
someone.
think that's
or
in the
did this
Mr.
or did
Hut stuff
that.
video.
First of all, what happened is none of anyone's fucking business. And the bottom line is that myself and my ex never disclosed that information, and we never will. Because
Whoops.
it's none of anyone's fucking business. The truth of the matter behind everything.
Check
that
clear by a
happened.
moderator
All
again.
right? But there
I
was
don't
a
even know
weird
what's getting posted
situation
over there anymore at this point. I can't read any of this.
We had already broken up in early 2017. All right, we had already broken up, and when we had broken up, we didn't make it public because we didn't want drama.
No,
knew
you
if
didn't
we
want
made it
drama.
public
She
after
left the
being together
internet.
for almost 5 years. That there was going
We-
to cause monstrous drama, and people were going to be all up in our shit.
DSP,
and
my
you know,
favorite
keep in mind,
French
over the years,
streamer.
I'd been swatted. Our family members had been swatted. People who didn't even live with
No
with
proof.
me and my ex had
Debunk
been
stream.
swatted
We
as a
have
result
zero
of just
proof
being
for
related to us.
anything.
So
Don't
we're
worry,
like,
though.
there's
He
no
wrote a
way
list on
that
his
we can
phone.
disclose that we're breaking up because they'll probably be trying to find out moving arrangements.
couldn't get proof
or
on
where
his
she's
phone?
Moving and all kinds of fucked up shit. Okay, so we
Okay.
didn't announce when we broke up. We purposely didn't to keep it hidden because we didn't want people to be fucking around with our lives. All right.
That already
But there was
happened.
one particular day when I was streaming. I believe I was doing like a podcast, and I get a call. All right. The call is from my ex's job saying, your ex, you know, had a medical issue.
Oh, God.
And we need you to come pick her up. And I'm like, well, first of all, she's my ex. We don't go out anymore.
And for
So
the
why
people
am I
that don't
getting
know
this
what's
call?
going
So
on, the
apparently there
literal
was no
stream
one else,
title
none
is
of her
pasted
friends
above
wanted
his
to
head.
help
That's
her
the
or
title
whatever.
he
I don't
used.
know the deal. I don't know the truth of the
DSP
matter
tries it,
behind the
debunking
scenes,
7
though.
years of slander.
Okay.
He's
At that
debunking stuff
point,
with
my ex
no
was in the process
proof.
of moving out of the house.
Literally
So
no
she had
proof.
some of her stuff out already, and she was staying
Debunk
somewhere else
stream. He wrote stuff
temporarily,
down on
but
his
she was
phone,
kinda
though, so that's
half
cool.
in, half out at this time.
He couldn't get proof
So I was like,
of
well,
anything.
I guess I'll do the nice thing.
Sounds good.
I'll be the nice guy. I'll go
He
and
guessed,
get her and figure out what the
right.
hell's going on. By the time that I had gotten to
He didn't even
her
think
job,
about
I
it.
pay for an Uber and everything. By the time that I got into her job, she was already at the hospital.
I wanna know why
took
he
the
complained
car.
about the
She-
hospital
by the way,
bill,
I was still letting her
even
drive
though she
my
wasn't
car
with him
to work,
anymore.
Despite the fact that we were broken up, she was still
And he was
driving my
cucked,
car.
letting
It was
his
that
ex
nice
drive
of a
his car to
guy.
work every day.
I go to the hospital.
He was nice, though.
to
He
find out
wasn't
what the
cucked. He
hell's
was just
actually
nice.
going on, and I guess she had had a panic attack.
It's the difference,
Now,
you
this is all
see.
public information. We talked about it 2 years ago. I'm not revealing anything that hasn't already
She
been
didn't talk
revealed,
about it.
all
She
right?
posted a tweet,
Apparently she had had
a
a panic
picture.
attack, and it was probably in regards to the fact that not only was she stressed out at work, but we had broken up. Other things, you know, all these factors had come into play.
Whoops.
And, you know, when I showed up, essentially what happened was nothing. We sat in a fucking room, a hospital room, for 2.5 hours.
Didn't sound
doing
like nothing happened in that
absolutely
video I
nothing.
watched back then.
Is there a doctor fucking coming? Is there anyone coming? And every time I asked, I was brushed off very rudely by hospital staff. Just go sit down. Someone's coming. So we sat there and waited for almost 3 hours, you know, waiting. Someone finally showed up, and all they did was told basic information about if you're being stressed and if you're not feeling well.
I hope somebody have
you
enough
know, and
tism
you have a panic
to
attack, or
compare
stroke,
all of this
someone
stuff to the
maybe
actual stuff that
psychiatrist or
happened and
something,
make
all
like a
this kind
3
of
hour
crazy
long
shit
video.
like that. And basically, the only thing that happened was when I guess when the ambulance went to her job or whatever.
Because I want to hear the way he told these stories, and then I want to hear his debunked version. Like
they
right,
given her
like
some
back to
kind of
back,
pill.
like
I don't
Drake.
even know what it was. Was it?
They gave her some kind of
I
a
said,
pill.
Was it?
And
I
they
don't even
left
know,
her
'cause
somewhere.
I'm not involved anymore. You know, she's my ex. I don't know.
He knew
any
what
of the
kind of
ins and
pill it
outs
was
of
back
what's
then,
really going
apparently.
on,
He
right?
forgot,
I don't know
though.
anything.
He
But
remembers all
anyway,
this other stuff, but he
she was
forgot
all
this one
zonked out
thing.
because she had been given medication. So finally, after sitting in this hospital room for almost 3 hours, they tell you can go now. Gee, thanks. So let me get this straight.
That's the way he
You
explained the
drove
story
an
back then,
ambulance
too.
To her job, you gave her a single
Totally.
pill.
Same
you
way.
drove her to the hospital, have her sit in a room for 3 hours, and now I'm driving her away. And you're probably going to charge her thousands of dollars for this too, right?
Charge
But
her?
The thing is,
Why did you complain
again,
about it?
We had been broken up, and it wasn't publicly disclosed. So I couldn't tell all you
So
guys.
you lied to your
that this
fans
was
and
the
pretended
thing
like
that
you
I was
needed
upset
money?
about 'cause she was going to get billed for it.
Whoops.
I knew she was going to get completely ripped off for this whole hospital.
I
stay.
pretended to
That's
need
what I was
hospital
angry
money for
about
you
at the
guys, dude. I
time,
had to
but
do
I
it.
couldn't disclose that to you guys because I was talking about like we like we're going to get billed. In reality, it's all on
He
her.
trying to pig
And again,
pill
she has
people
a
right
job.
now.
She works at,
You gotta
job where
debunk everything,
I know
dude.
it's going to be hard for her to pay thousands of dollars of bills for a hospital stay and shit. Okay.
Why did you care? You wasn't with anymore.
So all that being said, all right, when I came back home, she was all
The way
zonked
he
out
tell
or
a
whatever,
story-
and she's like, you're gonna go on your stream.
I don't
now
know if
and
you're gonna
tell
say it
everyone about the
today.
Story, right? I was like, of course I am, as long as it's okay with you. And she was like, yeah, go ahead. So
Sure,
I did.
this totally
I came
happened.
back. I did a stream where I explained exactly what I just told you guys.
Remember when he
Basically, the
said she
story,
was
and then
up-
I'll
she
tell
was,
you I had to
asleep
spin
in her
it
room?
to not let you know
Whoops.
that we were already broken up.
He had to
Okay?
lie. I had to lie.
And it was actually over the course of the next week or two that she moved all her stuff out, and that was the end of
sandwich probably
relationship,
never
right?
happened.
That was it.
Imagine if the
And
sandwich part of the
all
story
I saw
was
on the
fake.
internet was slander. Phil, without permission, went online.
He literally
and
said
disclosed
she
a
doesn't
medical
have permission
issue
to
with
go to
his
the hospital in the
girlfriend
video.
slash fiance, 'cause at the
And he
time
told
we
us
were
months
still
later he was
engaged,
mad
we
because
broken
they
up, we
already
were
had been
still
broke up.
engaged. And
He's
he gave all
forgetting that
medical
part?
history to everyone on the internet.
He's
And then
forgetting
said
that part.
he's not giving permission for her to ever
There
have
we
an
go.
ambulance come and pick her up ever again.
This is
That from
debunking
now on,
stuff he
no one
literally
should ever call
said.
the emergency line, but instead they should just hand her a pill and leave her alone. What the fuck? Where did you get that?
Yeah, why
from
did you
the
get that
story
thing I
that
factually
told?
said?
Like,
What?
That's not even close to what happened.
What?
All
Not
right?
even
I
close.
was concerned that here's someone who I'm already broken
Where did you
up
get
with.
that thing
went
I
out of my
literally
way to
said?
help her.
You
I didn't
fucking
have to.
idiot.
We weren't together anymore. But I went out of my fucking way to go help her. all
She
right?
had your car,
And
dumbass.
I basically get slammed for having my concerns over her.
He went out of
financial
his way to
well-being
help
because I know
her.
she's going to get a giant bill from the
You
hospital.
didn't
They
even have
do
your car.
anything. They literally didn't do a fucking thing for her besides hand her a pill at the store.
Yeah,
Where she
pills
had a
don't do
fucking
anything.
panic attack. It's preposterous.
The store?
Now, the other thing is people saying, "Oh well, you know."
This
that's
is
all well and
debunking.
Good, but
Lies
you
is
didn't have permission
debunking.
to
Lying
do
to
that.
us is a
Well,
debunk.
then why? Literally, why? When I was here on my stream talking about it publicly was she on her social media posting up, "Don't worry, everyone, I'm okay." There's a picture of her with her hospital bracelet on. "Don't worry, everyone,
That
I'm
meant
okay."
DSP had permission to talk about it?
Because it was okay, because there was always permission given, but people
No.
are fucking assholes.
If I take a picture of myself in the hospital, that don't mean somebody else can say why I went
Seriously,
there.
they just make
She didn't say
shit
why she was in the
up.
hospital, by the way. She
They
never
make
did.
shit up to perfectly hurt
But that
her
means
to make
he had
make it look
permission
bad.
to talk about
All
it.
right. So,
You wacky guy. All right,
yeah,
next
that's
thing
other
on the
thing.
list.
So, just so you guys know, I have a list. I actually have a list of
Yeah, you
things
told
that are
us
common
already.
misconceptions that people slander about me.
If only you got a list
Demanded
of
she
proof.
never go to a hospital ever again. Instead, they just give her a pill and leave her where they found her. How could I have made that demand?
That's what
when
you
we were
literally
broken up?
said. Give her a pill and leave
I
her
had no control
somewhere.
over anything with
But
her.
it
Like I
never
said,
happened.
This was we had talked about it.
He
on
told
the
us
way
that,
home,
but
how
he didn't
preposterous
actually
it
think it
was
in real
that they
life.
talked
It was
her-
all
they
fake
took her to
news.
the hospital, right? And now they're going to charge her thousands of dollars, and they literally did nothing. A doctor didn't even come to fucking
The gimmick
see her.
is
A
we wasn't
counselor
together,
came
so
in
what
the
I
room
said
instead.
is invalid. That's the gimmick here.
Unreal. Like, you can't have a panic attack because of a major medical issue. You could, but they didn't even bother checking.
Sure they didn't.
Anyway,
Wasn't she there
that's
3
just
hours
one of the
that
things,
you
all right?
wasn't there?
So,
Whatever. Move
No.
on. Next thing on the list.
in regards to my ex, we're moving on from my ex now, thank God. She was never underage when I ever even spoke to her. She was always 18 or older. Yes, we were about 10 to 11 years apart in age. And yes, I do feel that that actually was an issue that
When
in
he
the
was
long term,
27, that
together,
means she
we
was
realized was an issue we didn't
16,
really know
right?
beforehand. And we just weren't compatible because of it. In
Oh,
the
well,
long
it's
term.
cool. Don't worry about it.
No, I didn't
These
ever
head
disclose
wobbles.
any medical information without permission. No,
Check
none
that.
of this shit ever happened. It's complete bullshit.
No
and the
proof,
evidence has
debunked
always been on the
stream.
internet, but people don't want to look at the evidence. They just wanna
Evidence.
listen
The
to
evidence
slander.
that Pandely gave proof, not proof,
All
gave
right.
permission to
Now
talk about
moving
that
on.
is on the internet apparently.
right.
Evidence.
Let's talk a little bit.
He doesn't show it.
about
He tells us that
Project
it's there.
7, because I hate to tell you guys this, but
Time to
I've
lie about
already
this.
addressed this before. Project 7.
I had to
was
play
in-
Street
in
Fighter
the whole
5 that day.
gamut of the time that I did stuff for YouTube.
The stars
Project
aligned,
7
or the
was
moons
one time
aligned,
I
or the
said, I
planets
wanna
or
do
something.
not
He
by
had to play
myself,
Street Fighter.
but collaborate
The game he
with other
hates.
talented people, and I want to
This
make
stream.
something that's not related to
Holy crap, this
um,
stream.
video games, not related to any kind of content like that whatsoever.
I want to
Instead,
see
what I
how he
want
spin
is to do a
this
creative
about taking
series.
money from his
And so
fans
I
and not
teamed up
doing
with
something.
my then co-op partner John Rambo, as well as our
3-month follow only
sometimes
mode.
a co-op partner, but mostly we knew him from playing Street Fighter, Howard, as well as teaming up with Howard's friends, one of which was his cousin, in a group called Respect the Pact, and we made this show called Project 7. Now, it was a lot of work and a lot of time. There's a lot of writing and drama and all kinds of stuff involved behind
Did
the
he
scenes.
write the
As
funniest
always,
part
whenever you're
still?
doing a big creative project like this, all right?
Oh, he won't
But
tell us that.
For what I've heard,
What are we gonna debunk?
is that people say to this day say, well, Phil scammed his friends, or he ripped off his friends and never paid them for anything, and that's why they hate him to this day. Bullshit. That's complete
Bullshit.
and utter fucking bullshit. All right.
Debunk
First of
it
all,
for us, buddy.
John Rambo. He and I had a long-standing work relationship outside of Project 7.
I like how they
He would
wasn't
come
friends.
do
It was a work
the Smart
relationship.
Guys wrestling podcast with me once a week, and then we would do some kind of gameplay together, co-op gameplay, whether it was co-op commentary or co-op,
See,
defense,
Rambo was a
co-op,
good friend because he
whatever
was
it
able to
may
make
be.
money off of him.
I
He can't make money
will
off
now
Kicking
tell
and
you
Brian.
guys,
They fucking suck. Terrible
he was
friends.
handsomely paid for all of that stuff.
This completely
When we
goes
first
against
started,
everything he's ever told
he
us,
got
by the way.
paid 50% of everything that
50% of a number that you can't
I
get.
give you half of what I made.
He used to get
every
gas
Saturday,
money.
John
Then it
comes
was a
over,
couple
we
$100
made
bucks. Now it
ridiculous
was
amount of money
half.
on what we did that day, he got half. Okay? That's just
Very
me
nice.
being very transparent here. He always got half. I felt that was fair. Even though you could say, oh, well, Phil should make more because he's the YouTuber and he's the one who's putting the content up and doing the uploading work, and he's the one who
And
has
if
the
only he
internet
said
presence
this
and
around
all
the
of that.
time when
I didn't
Rambo made that
care.
video, then
I
he could have
wanted
maybe
him to get
responded.
big half
He wouldn't have
because I
responded anyway.
cared that much about him
50% of a
being
number I
my
can't tell you,
friend
and Rambo
coming
never gonna
and doing
respond.
this
Sounds
fun,
good.
creative stuff together, and I wanted him to financially have some help and stuff, so I gave him half. All right?
Okay, MC
now,
Hammer.
sadly, what ended up happening
You just wanted to help your friends out,
later
huh?
on with my relationship with
He went
Machinima,
broke
my
helping
old
his friends out.
partnership company. They started refusing to even give me stats on how much money I was making on my videos. That's how bad Machinima got near the end. They wouldn't
Right,
even
that totally
fucking
happened.
come. All right.
It's a good
and
thing we
say,
waited years
"All
after
right,
they- after they stopped
how much
partnering
money
them."
you made this month on each video. They wouldn't even give me that data. They'd say it's not
Right.
available anymore.
Right.
So then what John and I did is we would say, okay,
So that was
let's
the gas
figure out
money?
together a fair amount of money for you to come do this every week, because we can't figure out the actual half anymore. It's not even possible to
Yeah,
figure
his
it out.
whoever
Instead,
modding is
let's just
trolling
say,
tonight.
okay, let's
They
make
keep
an
putting in
arrangement
follow
where every
on,
time
we
you
follow
come visit
off,
and we
week
do this co-op work
follow,
together,
month
I'll pay
follow,
you this
3 month
amount of money.
follow.
And that's what we did probably for the last 2 years that we did co-op. We had to do it that way. So like the first 2 years he was making half, and the second 2 years he was making a negotiated amount that he wanted. This was his idea.
A negotiated amount.
Okay, so
I like how
there
we
you
still
go.
can't give numbers all of these years later.
In regards to that, and by the way,
This is a debunk stream. No facts about anything.
Said anything like I never.
And no way to prove anything.
That's bullshit. Like John himself never said that. He never
Debunk
said that Phil
stream.
never paid me for the work. I think John was always upfront and honest. He never said.
I like how he doesn't name the other friends
was
he never
very
paid.
honest about it,
But it's cool. They
okay?
didn't want to get paid. That's why we're not talking about them right now.
I don't understand why people to this day will say that I've ripped off my friends and I didn't pay them.
What about
Now,
the other
in regards
dudes
to
that were your
Project
friends?
7,
I thought it was a business
which is the
relationship. Now it's
one
friends again?
Thing that honestly, you know, didn't go right, and people could say, okay, well, you know,
Oh, he got
people didn't get paid
$100.
or whatever.
Somebody in his chat said he
Up
did.
front, we had meetings. Two
Oh,
of
it say
them, not
$100
one,
at
two
Dark Side
fucking
Phil.
meetings up front before we even started production of Project 7 on making money on it. And it was going to be that I was
DSP
gonna
totally
make
had a
the ad
meeting with
revenue on
those
the
guys that are
videos.
professional.
But we were going to try to sell the
As we
Project
saw.
7 t-shirts, and whatever we sold, we would get an equal cut depending on who financed them.
Why
And
is
who financed them,
DSP
me
streaming
and
this?
Howard,
He think a lot more people are paying
because we
attention
had
to
make
him because
those-
he
those
shit on Pro
t-shirts up
Jared.
front
So he doing this.
before we could actually
Even though he got
sell
less
them. It
views
wasn't
on
like
this
they
stream than he
actually
had
where you could
a
just
year ago when
have
he was
them
doing drama
made on the
streams.
fly. Instead, back then that didn't even exist.
When he
It
lost
was
his
like
YouTube
t-shirts, but
channel
you had
last
to
summer,
make
he
those
had more
t-shirts
views watching him
early,
on
pay for them up front,
Twitch.
and sell them. And we had
And I was
plans for
restreaming that
conventions
day,
and sell
too.
them and do all this stuff.
So then
Respect
Pro
the Pack
Jared,
didn't want any money
Rub
at all. I had
didn't work
asked
that
them
good.
up front, what do you guys want out of this? And they said,
coulda
"We
did this a
want
week ago and got
exposure.
1,200
We want
views."
our channels on YouTube to get exposure as a result of
Oh, well,
working
at least he
on the
trying, I
project
guess.
with you." And
He
then
wasn't gonna make
then,
any money playing
the one
games
thing that
tonight.
we all collectively agreed on.
If he
was that
realizes
we were
that
gonna
and points it
eventually, when
out,
we finish the
or
series,
at
make
least
a
go with
DVD
it, it'll
set
be
and try
okay.
to sell
But
that and make big money
He
on
likes
that
to
because that could
pretend.
be a really cool collectible that viewers
understandable.
wise.
We all like to
DVD
pretend
set
sometimes.
Where we could, you know, who knows what the production cost is? $10. We could sell it for 20.
Oh, shit.
And then
No,
we
he
could
won't talk
split
about
all that
Halloween,
amongst
huh?
all of us as
I want him to
profit.
tell me why
And this
that
would be,
cat
if
left
it
the
was
house again
successful,
because she
the
was
first
mad
one,
at the internet.
Future collaborations where we could do
What a
other
man.
projects and explode out
My
there.
future wife
Spin
left
off
the
and
house
kind
because
of
she was
stuff,
mad
and
at the
I was
internet
totally
and I
okay
couldn't
with that.
protect her.
All right. And
What
that
a
was
big,
all
strong
what our
man.
plans were up front. There was never discussion that people were going to get paid based on how the videos performed on YouTube. There was never discussion about how much money anyone's investing in the series. There was never discussion about anyone getting a paycheck out of it. Ever. It never happened, okay? Now, I guess the
But
one
these little
mistake that I
bugs
made
outside
is
are
I
acting
was the
crazy
one who
right
everything was
now.
on the line. I was the one with the YouTube channel that was big. I was the one who ultimately, if things went wrong, was going to get the flack for it.
We're going to sit on the
So
money
what I
thing more than
probably
we
should
sat
have done,
on
and I'll
him
tell you
denying
right now,
that he's a
if I ever do something
pedophile,
like this
huh?
again, I know to do it is I will have a fucking contract drawn up, a legal contract,
I know you
all
won't.
right, by which if I'm going to have a
He don't do
business arrangement
contracts
in
with
the
people that
future,
make his emotes
I
and
know
stuff. Why would he do a
everyone signs it and
contract
it's
with
in
this?
writing, so these guys can't come
Because
back
he
years
draws
later
so
and
much
make
money,
stuff up and
obviously. He
say,
makes so
"Oh,
much money. He
Phil
needs to have a
never paid
contract
us
with his
and none of that."
friends, by
You
the
never
way.
said you wanted money. Our agreement was
What's
there
the
was no
contract for
payments to
Kekin and
come.
Popsicle?
In
I don't
fact,
think get
this is
paid.
the truth of the matter. People very, very much
Oh, they don't make him
overestimated
any
the
money.
amount of
Never mind.
that
That's why they
Project
don't get
7
paid.
ever made. If you look at the Project 7 videos themselves, I think the highest viewed one ever was like at that time like 180,000 views. In reality, I probably made $300 on that video. That's it. 180,000 views, you know, it doesn't equate to a lot of money. It's like $300 or $300.
How did you make hundreds of dollars on burger
eating
eating videos with less views,
and
DSP?
So if you add it up, okay, Project 7.
He
had
told
4
us he made
episodes,
hundreds
plus
off of
a few
those
trailers or whatever.
fucking
What did I
food
make,
eating
like
videos.
$1,000 on the whole
180
thing?
something
Well,
thousand
guess what? I spent
views,
more money
made $300 though?
on Project 7
But
than I
burger
ever
eating
made,
videos made
because I
hundreds.
bought all the prop
Okay.
guns, the replicas, those guns
Very
you saw in the
believable.
videos that were hundreds of dollar props.
He's showing
I
us
bought
proof
all
on
those.
this too, by the
I
way.
bought
It's pretty
games
good
and
debunk
supplies and
stream.
things. I was buying supplies for the shoot.
Let me just
and
lie about how
everything.
much money I
was the
used to
one
make. Nobody can prove
financing
me
the
wrong.
whole thing. So I spent more money than I ever made on Project 7. There was no profit. It was not a profitable
Look at this
thing
dude.
at all. In fact, it was a loss. The T-shirts that
Wow.
we had, all right, the T-shirts that we had bought to sell, we didn't sell half of them. So I spent more money on the T-shirts than I ever made. And the funny part about the whole thing is Howard apparently is so angry at me because we invested money in these shirts.
Nigga, Howard
and he
was
never
mad
got paid
years
for the
ago.
shirts. Dude, I still have half of
And
them in
he-
the fucking house. We didn't
DSP
sell
said
them.
he was gonna
If you
make a
don't sell
response
there's no
video and he
profit
never
to fucking
uploaded
pay
it.
off. I never got my money
Howard
back
is
for the
not
shirts, so
mad
why
anymore,
should
I'm
you?
pretty sure.
That was what you call a bad investment. We put money into something.
How we're
that
gonna
didn't
wait
sell.
5 years
The
and come
series
back
got
to
canceled
get his
because
revenge
your
like DSP
friends
did
who
with Pro
respected
Jared.
back decided not to continue with the series because they weren't getting the exposure that they wanted. So they had sour grapes about putting so much work into the series and not getting the
Telling us
exposure they wanted.
about how more people
we had already
felt.
agreed with Phil that we weren't.
We
gonna
never
take
even
any
heard
money, so
those
they
dudes
just
talk
quit,
about this,
then
and
we couldn't
apparently
sell
they were
shirts
sour
anymore.
grapes.
It's my fault, so now I'm supposed to give all
One of
Howard's
them,
money back that
they
he
said one of
invested
them was
into
having a
shirts,
kid, and that's
even
why
though
they
I didn't
stopped.
make my money back, so I'm going to take not only
What
a loss for the investment,
the
but now I'm going to
fuck?
pay him his money back and lose a double investment. You see what I mean? This is insanity.
The Star David
But
floating
this
around
is
this
how
stream
I
right
guess
now
these
during
guys
this
were
money
thinking.
discussion
They
segment.
thought that
Holy
Project 7 was
Jesus.
going to be some giant cash cow that was going to get them rich and famous or something. I don't fucking know.
Everybody
But
else thought
for
it would be a
anyone to
cash
come
cow,
at me
not the dude that spent
and
hundreds
say
on
that I did
props.
anything dishonest when in
All
reality I
right.
was the most upfront fucking guy possible in that whole
How
situation.
much you spent on
We
props,
purposely had
buddy?
meetings
But you didn't
before
think
we
it
ever
would
did
work?
a lick of work to make sure we were all on the same page about it. And as I've told you guys many times over the years, it was all passive aggressive shit.
Everybody else thought it would
Respect
make
the
money,
fact
but
never
he
came
spent
out and was
hundreds
honest
on
with me of
stuff.
why they quit the show. Howard over the years became more disgruntled and didn't really want to be in my content anymore and wouldn't really
I thought you wasn't
explain
friends
why.
anyway,
And it
DSP.
didn't
You
come
told
out
us.
until a video made randomly
That was
in
Rambo friend. That
2015,
wasn't your
like,
friend,
year
right?
after I moved out of Connecticut. Oh, well, he never paid us and all this. I'm like, now wait a minute. I lived in Connecticut the whole fucking time. You couldn't come to me and talk
Also,
to me
something I just
and-
thought
and
about.
discuss it.
Anybody,
You know
well,
what I mean?
I'm sure somebody heard it before. It's been years of people in YouTube
You know,
comments, people on
instead-
Twitter, people in
instead of
cheers,
that,
sub
it's
messages,
stupid
donation
shit
messages.
where
Phil, you
they-
should do
they
a stream
hold in all this
where you
resentment and
where you
anger towards me,
debunk
and
all
then
the
they make
haters
a
and
video about it,
trolls.
you know, years later, when in
No,
reality,
that would
none
just
of
give
what they
them
were saying was
attention,
fucking
man.
true. It was their expectation.
That's fucking
of what
toxic
was gonna come out
content.
of
I
the
don't do that
project,
kind of stuff.
Not actually what we had talked about
And look at 'em
agreed
now.
to when we started work on the project. Okay,
Feels good.
So no, ladies and gentlemen, there was never a time when I where is it here? When I refused to pay friends for work that they did. No one
I wonder
ever
what's
asked me for
next on the
payment
debunk list.
anything. Only used them to make money off of them. That never
Yep.
happened. Okay. In
This
fact,
is a
like I told you
debunk,
guys,
by the
I
way.
lost money on Project
It didn't
7,
happen.
and I
It's
paid down
debunking.
half of everything that we were making. So all these misconceptions about Project 7 and that kind of stuff is all lies. It is.
How
all
much did you
fucking
pay
lies.
Howard and Respect
All
the
right?
Pack? Why did Rambo just
Oh, this
deserve
is
money?
a good one. I gotta talk about this one. Phil made
How
money
good
off
did it
of his
taste,
dead
DSP?
friends.
Whoops. That never happened.
Okay.
Tell us
So
it
you
never
might say,
happened
well,
again.
how the hell could someone say that, and where would that come from? Okay.
It never
Well,
happened.
Over the years, I've been doing this for 11 years now. I have shows and podcasts.
He made money off
where I
Robin
do
Williams,
variety
too,
of
when he
content. I
died.
used to have a podcast where I would talk about variety of topics. And there were
Everybody
two
kinda
shows
did.
in particular,
Rip,
all
Rip
right,
and Chef for Robin
where
Williams.
I talked about and did tributes to two friends of mine who had passed away. One of them was actually my very old rival in Street Fighter. His name was T. Carter. All right.
Rival,
and
right.
I'd grown
Dude
up
that
with
beat
this
your
kid
ass
in
all the time?
1990s at the same
And he
video
was a
arcade. We played
kid.
each other all the time. He was actually
His
the
friend,
person
he's
who
referring to
started
them as a
tournaments.
kid. Same age
And
as him. They would be your age
actually
if they
got
didn't
me
die.
into competitive Street Fighters.
Kid.
If it wasn't for him, I'll be very honest, I always didn't take it that seriously. He was the one who convinced me to take Street Fighter seriously and try to play it in tournaments and stuff. He was the one who got me into it. So one episode
Yeah, he outlasted T. Carter.
of my podcast, I did a tribute segment to him because I had gone to a tournament and someone
That was
who
a
had
nice
known
tribute
him
segment.
handed
If you
me
can
all
find
these
it,
beautiful
yeah, I think if you look
pictures
up like
of
T.
him
Carter
at a
on his
tournament
channel, you can find
that
it.
he had gone to.
It was
I
nice.
like,
He showed
"My God,"
little
I
pictures
teared
and
up. I was
shit.
so happy. I was like, man, I miss this guy so much.
Feels bad.
And to get this meant so much to me that this fan had given me these pictures. And I very heartfelt.
You know, one
segment
thing I do
of
like though,
podcast that
he
I
go out of
did
his way to
was
tell us how he
dedicated to the
didn't
memory of
make
T.
money
Carter. I
off
talked
somebody
all about how
dying.
he was always
But
better
what
than
about
me in
him
Street
making
Fighter.
money
All
off
this stuff,
Pandily going to the
I'm not
hospital?
gonna
He
go into
definitely
detail
did
about it 'cause
that.
that's not what this is about. But it was a very
People
heartfelt
definitely brought that
thing.
up over the years. Why
And
isn't
then
that being
after I
debunked?
finished the podcast, people say you made money off your dead friends' memories. What? Now
What?
that podcast was over 2 hours long, and
What
probably
about all of
about
the
half an
videos he got
hour
up
was
with him and
the
Panda Lee
tribute
and him
to
and
my
Rambo?
friend
He
T.
making money
There were
off of
many
old
other
friendships.
topics and things discussed
And
on the
according to
show.
him, making
So
money
you're
off
telling me
other people
because
is
there was
toxic.
a segment on the show that was a shout out to my deceased
Even though
friend,
technically every Let's
that
Player career
means
is
that I
making
made
money off other
of
people,
the
but
fr-
whatever.
my friend, because it was a monetized.
We won't talk
video.
about that stuff.
So
We
let
can't
me get this
debunk
straight.
that.
Every show ever on television that has a tribute to someone.
Oh,
who
shit, he
passed
gonna
away,
meme us out.
they're
Nice.
making money off of that because there's advertisements that run on that
He
television.
compares
show,
himself to
right?
the media
I mean,
now.
God forbid someone ever do a tribute
DSP
to anyone that's ever existed.
NN?
Any penny of
DSP
money
News Network, big
transacted
ups.
anywhere, that means that you made money off a dead friend's memory. It's insane. Now, the other thing is, a similar thing happened a couple years later. My friend.
So if because other people do it, you can do it, then make videos about every dead person.
He into competitive Street Fighter.
Fuck it.
He ended up passing away. Now I didn't know too much about the circumstances of his passing or whatever. I just gotten wind from a few people who had texted me.
And you didn't
that
reply
said,
to the text,
Scott
huh?
passed away. It's really sad. So I decided on a podcast.
This old dude
to do
died.
a
Let me
very
hurry up and make a
small
video.
segment where I discussed the passing of him and saying, rest in peace, and he was a good guy, and I told him a couple
He didn't
of
even
jokes
reply
about
to the
things and
text
stuff, and I
messages, but he made a
experienced
stream
I had
about
with
it.
That wasn't even a long segment. I think, if I remember correctly, that was like 15 minutes.
He couldn't look it up.
On,
He could have
again,
looked it up. He had time. He wrote stuff on his phone.
Same Slater.
Debunk
Phil
stream.
made money off of his deceased friends. It's like, are you fucking
serious?
You gotta
What?
be brain dead
What?
to think that that's the true
Dude,
thing.
I didn't make
a
money.
fucking
Twitch and
single
YouTube did.
video
They just
just
gave me a
about it
percentage.
and monetized the video. It was a small tribute.
See?
In a large show. To
Exactly.
someone who meant something to me in my life.
And I didn't
because
make the
it was a
money.
monetized
YouTube and Twitch
video,
did.
For some reason, I'm the
They
fucking
shared it.
devil because I made money on a dead friend. It's insanity. It really is insanity. Okay.
I hope a lot of people make money off of you when you die,
All right.
DSP.
Let's
Just gonna
continue.
put that out there.
I can't believe some of this shit. I really can't.
I'm sure the internet will enjoy it.
Here's one that's new to me. I didn't even hear about this one until today. I grew
Why are we in
2
2019?
fangirls and used them for sex and extra money.
Kat is the fangirl. You called her a
What?
second income,
Like,
and you made Panda Lee sell soap.
what?
What?
What the fuck? I don't even know what that
He's
is. I
bringing
don't
up a
know
thing
how you
I never
say
heard
that.
of
Where's
from
there any
today.
evidence of that? I mean,
We
I don't
didn't
even
do
know where that's
2014,
coming from.
15, 16,
I have
17,
no clue where the
18.
fuck
We
that's
did
coming
like
from at all. Like,
we didn't
what?
even get to escort
That's a
yet.
first, and I didn't make that up. It's on the same fucking
We
list
did
here
hospital
that I
story,
pulled right
then
off
we did
fucking
some
Twitter
other shit.
today that
You
people
missing like
believe
9
this.
stories. He talking about something he got tweeted
The
today.
thing is, like I said, my life has always been very transparent, and it wasn't until like
check
when
clip
I
by
started
moderator.
dating Kat that I made things
Points
more
at the
private.
door.
But you guys know how busy I am. You guys know how much I work. You guys see I'm on stream all the time.
He
I'm
said he
making
was too
videos
busy to get a
constantly.
girlfriend,
When the
and he
fuck
literally had
was I
one when he
secretly
said that,
grooming
so-
two fangirls
what?
for these covert meetings and shit? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Remember when you had a
This
secret
shit is
girlfriend,
just out of
DSP, and you
control.
told the fans
All
that
right.
they
I mean,
should
and of
have
course,
one?
that would lead into Phil.
Why
said
would I
that he
have a
needed
secret, you
money,
guys?
For taxes, and he used it to buy an escort from
You used it
Europe
to buy a cat.
to fly the escort multiple times across the world to spend time
He bought
with him so
Kat,
he could pretend
duh.
like he had a girlfriend and all that. And of course, that thing
Multiple
was all
trips cross
debunked
country, moved
because
in.
That was proven that was actually
Spent a bunch of money buying his stuff.
middle-aged couple over in fucking like Central Europe or some weird shit. Who had
He
been
enjoyed reading
catfishing
Kiwi
people
forums,
for like
that
a
anybody?
decade doing this.
He doesn't pay
And
attention
they
to
were using
drama.
Other people's personas and online profiles and basically doing identity theft to pretend to be other people. And what they
I don't
would
pay
end up
attention
doing
to
is trying
drama or read
blackmail
Kiwi
people.
forums,
So I
you
think what
guys.
their game was
Let me tell you
is
what I
that
read on
eventually
Kiwi
what
forums.
They wanted to do to me by
Let me tell you
lying
what
on the
Medicare
internet
guy said
saying
in this
that, oh, I
video.
was escort, that I was a fill or whatever. They were going to try to blackmail me and say,
Did you
well,
like?
pay
Did you
us a
thumb
certain
up the
amount of
Medicare
money,
video?
we'll go
DSP
away
was it a
and
good
never say
video?
this ever
I think it
again.
was a good video.
But I don't care about that shit. I already had so many people.
It's a good thing you
talking
don't
shit about
care.
me. I didn't care, and I just said, "Fuck you."
I don't care
and
about this
ignored
stuff
it,
I
and it
looked
went
up a
away
bunch of
within 2
information
months
on and
before I
remembered a
did
year later.
research, and
don't care,
found out
dude.
that it was this crazy couple doing insane shit. Okay.
Sounds good. You better take a sip. You
But again, this is another thing that people still to this day say.
That
"Oh, I'm
audio
an
clip
escort."
sounds
It's
so bad.
No, actually, that one was 100% completely
Speaking
debunked.
of bad, I need to
but
turn
people
this
still believe it because they're fucking morons.
stupid air purifier thing off.
All right, let's continue here. I wanted to hit an 11-year-old girl. You're right. I just wanted to.
Uh-oh, another factual
punch
thing
a
that
girl
happened.
right
Time
in
to
the
lie
fucking
about it.
face. I cop up to that.
He didn't mean that. It was a fake
no,
kid.
What the fuck
I didn't
are
mean
you
it.
talking
No.
about? This all spawned from 2 years ago. I was playing this stupid VR chat
2 years
thing,
ago?
whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know what it is.
I was playing this
what it's
stupid
supposed to be.
VR
And
chat
there was a
thing. The
girl
name
on
of the
there
game.
who
I
obviously
don't know
should
what
not
it
have
is.
been playing VR chat unsupervised. You could tell she was probably like 11 years old, probably accurate. That's about how old
They
she
said
sounded.
they were
Why
11.
the fuck her parents are letting her play VR chat? The world of disgusting
What?
people going in there saying swears and sexual
Look
things.
at
and all
these.
kinds
Look
of
at his
fucked up
face
stuff,
on his
right?
fucking stream. He's just looking at everything.
That's just crazy, right? But there was a girl
Debunk
who I
stream.
walked into a room and literally just became an insane brat, insulting me and saying nasty shit to me. I didn't even
An
say a word.
11-year-old insulted him, and
she
it
was
hurt
saying,
his
like, nasty
feelings,
shit
by
direct
the
to me. I
way.
was like, damn, you know.
He's
that girl
admitting
needs
an
to fucking
11-year-old.
smack
Look at him.
herself. I
He's
don't even
holding
remember
his
exactly what I
chest.
said, but it was a reactionary thing, basically saying, you know, she needs.
He's holding
she
his
needs to get
chest.
smacked because if that was me,
Like an
if I did when
elderly
I was
woman.
growing up and I was a
Because
kid,
of
I
an
acted like that, my
11-year-old.
parents would smack me right in the head. That's just
Yeah,
how
you
it
should
was
attack
back then.
kids
You
for
know,
making
today,
fun of people.
God forbid anyone ever touch a kid, but back then that's how it was. You get disciplined for acting like a shithead to people.
DSP totally got
so I
disciplined by
made
his
a
parents,
comment,
by the way.
off the cuff comment about that.
I told you to
It
buy
wasn't
me
to
the
kid, by the
toy.
way. It was a private comment. It wasn't like I ran up to the kid's
A
face
private
and insulted
comment.
the kid. It was just to my streaming audience. I said, damn.
I said it to like
there's a
800
smack for
people. It was
acting like
private.
that. And they twisted that into Phil
Debunk
wants to
stream.
beat up an
Literally lying
11-year-old
to us.
girl. What the fuck? Now, if I had actually said
Literally
on stream I
lying
want to
to
beat up
us.
an 11-year-old girl, do you think I'd be on Twitch today? Of course not. They would have banned me. But I didn't say that. It was an off-the-cuff comment.
Wasn't you banned twice, DSP?
It's absolute stupidity that people
Tell us about
say and
those
twist the
those
shit
2
into.
times.
Okay.
I want him to explain his bans to us and lie again.
Let's see here. Okay. Let's get into more recent stuff, shall we? Let's get into all the crap that people are saying, recently about things such as, oh, hold on a second. Oh,
What's next on the list, buddy?
never mind.
Aim.
Calling the cops now.
Interesting at all.
What a great
All right,
stream.
Let's talk about recently. I mean, anyone who's been watching my stuff in the last 2 years knows that I'm financially.
Let's talk
not
about
in a good
recently.
situation.
We haven't talked about the last
Every
3
time it
years.
looks like
Let's
I'm
talk
getting
about
ahead,
recently.
somehow,
Debunk stream. Let's skip years.
Sadly, I get screwed. All right. First, it was the YouTube adpocalypse in early 2017 when YouTube ad revenue fell completely through because a bunch of advertisers left. So I changed myself up from being a full-time YouTuber to a full-time streamer. And I started to recover. Things were actually getting good. Then I get a message from the Washington State Department of Revenue that I was supposed to be paying state business taxes ever since I moved here in 2014, and I hadn't for 3 years. Oh, guess what? My accountant at the time screwed everything up and never did it right. So because of that, I
The
owed
accountant he
thousands
can
upon
never
thousands
name
of
drop
dollars
for
of
some
backstage
reason.
taxes
Somebody
that I
that
never
helped
paid.
ruined his life.
It wasn't my
He don't even
fault.
want to say
It was
who
the
it was.
asshole who I was paying and trusted to do my taxes wasn't doing them right. So we get past that, and then the next thing is...
He didn't even talk about him
YouTube.
masturbating, by the way.
Well, first of all...
We didn't discuss
losing a
that. We're not
partnership that I had
debunking
with
that
Purse
yet. Let's talk
on
about what
YouTube.
just happened when I lied about Texas.
Then losing monetization on my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming, which I didn't do anything. It was a Google Plus error. You know what I mean? It's like thing after thing after fucking thing. Every time.
How
that
is
it
this?
looks like
What are we debunking
finally
now?
Everything's in the clear. I can get ahead. Something else.
Are we debunking him needing money?
But in particular, these last couple of years, there's been 2 things that have really been hurting me. One is those backstate taxes that I owed thousands upon thousands of dollars out of nowhere. I didn't have the money for them. And the other is right now my federal taxes, which I couldn't pay this last year.
Dude, he didn't
and
even
I'm going on
fucking
a
explain the
payment
Patreon Project 7 when he got all of that money
in
and
order to
literally
try
didn't do it.
to
He didn't
make up
even
for it,
explain that.
okay? Now,
How is this
I
a
don't have
debunk
anyone to
stream?
appeal to. I don't have
The time he actually took a
extensively
bunch of
used
money
family
to
who
do a
made money
thing,
who I
didn't
can
do
ask
the
for stuff.
thing. We don't
So for
talk
me,
about
I'm really
it.
just, I'm dependent on trying to figure
Oh,
shit
do
out
we
for
have to
myself,
wait?
and I share this stuff with you guys.
It's a pretty bad
and I have to
list.
say, you guys have been
Yeah, at least
so
it's very, very,
insanely
very much out of order.
supportive.
I thought DSP was a
Seriously,
professional.
Insanely supportive and just insanely cool about it, and helped me out so many times over the years with this shit that's
Crossover
happened to me.
into
And
begging
I don't
segment.
like sharing that kind of stuff with you because when you come to my streams, you're here to hang out and have fun. You're not here to hear.
No, I'm
this
here to
kind of
debunk,
shit, right?
dude.
You don't want to hear about my financial woes and stuff.
You better take a sip, you fucking sleazy asshole.
But being very honest with all of you, if it hadn't
Yeah,
been
this
for
is
your
scam
support
stream to make
over and
cheesy
over,
money.
I wouldn't even be here anymore. I would have lost this house by now.
He didn't
I
wanna
wouldn't
play
be able
games
to do this
tonight
for a
anyway.
job. I probably would have had to declare bankruptcy and go get like a part-time job or 2-3
This is
part-time
basically
jobs,
like a
you know,
really
and
long
do
string
all
of
this
tweets,
stuff.
but in a stream.
So thank you for that. All right. But some of the biggest misconceptions about this is that when
You
I
should
ask
tell us
for
about the
help,
Project
that I go
7,
and I blow money
the Patreon Project 7.
on stuff, and that's not the case.
Tell us
at all.
about why
Everything
you
that I've
bought
ever
a
asked you guys
TV
for
for
has gone
downstairs
exactly
when you moved
towards
across
what
the
I said it was
country
gonna be.
and
All right.
didn't get one
So
to play
the
games
first
on.
time around,
And you
we gotta
waited
talk
years to
about
ask your
this
fans to buy
this
you
one
one.
goes years back too.
Tell us about
Phil
why you didn't
stole
upgrade your
fan
microphone until you
donations
got
that went towards the
Patreon money.
Project 7 reboot.
Oh, here we go. Time to lie.
Phil stole fan donations that went towards a Project 7 reboot.
Yeah, that
Every
factually happened.
statement in that is false.
Oh,
All
never
right,
mind.
besides maybe my name. Stole? I didn't steal anything. What they're talking about is a Patreon
Tim Schafer stole money,
goal
according to
level
him, by the way,
that
because he
was
put out a
hit
game that wasn't good
1
enough.
month in
DSP
the
actually
summer of,
didn't
like,
put the product out,
2015, maybe it was
and he didn't
2016,
steal.
But I'm almost positive it was as far back as 2015. Not
Sounds good.
stole. It was raised legitimately via a Patreon goal level. All right.
Nice
Fan
debunk stream.
donations, they weren't fan donations. They were Patreon contributions. That's different.
Okay.
That went towards a Project 7 reboot. Wrong.
The Star
It wasn't
David
for a
floating
Project
around
7
again.
Reboot. It was for me to take some time out that month.
He
to do
called
a
it a Project 7 reboot.
trailer.
What? Yo,
trailer.
it wasn't for a
trailer
Project
that
7
was
reboot.
probably
It was
going
for a
to be
Project 7
30
reboot
seconds
trailer.
long.
This dude is
Okay?
insane.
So for years I've
Holy
been
shit.
slandered, being
What?
told that you stole
The trailer
money
was
from your
supposed to be
viewers
to eventually
for
make a
Project
real
7
one, though.
reboot, and none of that statement is true at all. What really happened was when I used to do Patreon more heavily, because I was more heavily into
This
YouTube
is
videos rather than streaming.
The weirdest
I would have
DSP
these
stream
goal
I've seen
levels set
since
on
like
Patreon. So
2015,
it'd be like, if we raise
2016.
$200 something this month, I'll do this. If we raise $500 this month, I'll do this. If we
And
raise
this is the
$850,
only
I'll do
stream
this.
like this that's ever
And one of the
happened, and he's
goal
doing such a
levels that
horrible
month
job of it. The debunk
was
stream.
I would take time away
when he just lies
from
to
doing
people.
gameplay for a while, probably maybe 2-3 nights a week to work on this project.
He took
7
multiple
reboot trailer.
Fridays off, and he never put out any
Excuse me.
footage, and he didn't
Sorry about
scam
that
people.
suggestion.
Multiple
If
weeks
I
he was like,
remember
I'm working on
correctly, it was
footage, you
like a 2 or
guys,
3
and he
goals,
never
we'd
put
already hit
anything
2
out.
goals below it. So it was probably something like, and I have no idea if this is.
He don't
actually
remember.
what it was,
Debunk
so
stream.
please don't take this
No
as fact.
proof.
I'm
No
gonna
facts.
estimate
No
it was
real
like
information.
The goal was from $450 to $800. So if we raised
Debunk
those
stream.
$350 extra,
Wrong
I would
information.
make the trailer. So
False
essentially what you're
information.
saying
Debunk stream.
is $350 raised to pay for
Is he
my
gonna
time
tell
that
us
I'm not gonna
aliens
be
built the
making
pyramids?
videos to make up for those lost videos because I raised it via Patreon. I'm going to work on a Project 7 trailer. Okay?
Wow.
So essentially, that's what was supposed
What
to
about
happen.
buying
It
a
didn't
camera?
happen.
Remember the
reason
big
it didn't
lens
happen is
camera?
for
He
two
raised money to buy a
reasons.
camera. He never
Number
bought the camera.
one,
Remember that?
because that
We won't
summer,
debunk
there was
that, though,
a lot
huh?
of other stuff going on. And
That wasn't
people
in somebody
actually knew
else's
it was a
tweet or
very
whatever he
busy
fucking
gaming
reading from.
season coming up that fall with lots of hot new
God
releases.
damn
they
it,
wanted to see me
DSP.
play, but during the summer there were other games that had been coming out that people
Street
wanted
Fighter?
to see me play and complete.
He
before
did
the
this
fall
for Street
season
Fighter.
came.
Project
And I
7 died
actually
for Street Fighter
publicly
5.
asked my viewers, do you guys want to see the Project 7
And he told us the planets
trailer
aligned and
that,
told
you
him
know,
to play
from
Street Fighter?
Patreon, or you would rather see me do
It's
all
the
this
fans'
other
fault.
stuff?
It's the fans'
And
fault they got
publicly,
scammed.
The consensus was do the other stuff. We don't really care about the
It's
Project
your fault
7
I took your
trailer.
money and didn't make
All right,
Project
back then
7.
I used to struggle because every month I was struggling. I need 2-3 goals for Patreon. I would just pull shit out of my
Back
ass.
then
that
I
sometimes
used to
people didn't
struggle.
Really care about. And honestly, that Project 7 trailer was
You
really
don't struggle
one of them.
now?
In fact, I will be very honest with all of you.
I'll be very honest.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll be
As I
very
lean
honest.
in and bam.
Out of all the people that were big adamant fans of mine back then.
Oh, no,
there
he's
was
just pulling up
one
some more.
guy who was very upset with me. One guy was so
Evil
upset with
AJ?
me. He said, "I'm not going to watch your content anymore. You told us you were making
Fred?
a Project 7 trailer,
KG?
and you didn't do it. And
Is this
therefore,
KG?
I'm not going to watch you ever again." I know who he is to this
Because
day.
he came back. Really
Alright.
fast.
And that actually hurt me because I was like, man, I let people down.
I like
There
how we
was
won't
someone
say who
actually
this
really
is.
cared
Thanks.
about this trailer, and I let him down because he really wanted to see it. But outside
Why
of that,
is
no one
it
else
geese
cared.
outside?
All right. Now what
Is
I
that a
did,
geese?
I didn't just say, "Oh, here's $350 extra. Let
A
me
duck?
just pocket that." No, what I actually did is the next month on Patreon, I lowered all the Patreon goals by $350. I said
He should have gave the money
instead
back,
of
though.
having
That's
a
not how that
tier
works.
one goal at $250, we're just gonna do a special goal just to start.
That's not how that
And the
works,
next goal
buddy.
will be like $150. The next goal is $400.
You
So I
don't give the
lowered
viewers a
everything
coupon.
by 300 to $350. Again, these are not correct numbers. These are just numbers I'm pulling out of my butt. I'm just
Pure
giving you an
fucking
example,
Jew move,
okay?
by the way.
So that it would be fair.
Sorry,
for the
I
next
took a
month
bunch of
when
money and
people
didn't make a
were still getting
product, but the
fun
next
stuff.
product
Now,
is
of course,
cheaper.
you're
Just
absolutely
buy that
right.
one.
I didn't make
Thanks.
the trailer. I 100% will tell you I didn't make the Project 7 trailer. I
It
never
wasn't a
made
scam, though. It's
But
cool.
It was because my viewers at the time were telling me not to. That it was a
See,
bad
it's their
goal. I
fault.
should have never done it.
I did nothing
other
wrong.
Stuff. That's what they wanted
Debunk
to see me do. So I
stream.
did what my
I did
viewership
nothing
told me
wrong.
to do. And to this day, people still tell me I stole money and didn't do Project 7 again, even though none of that was promised. It was for a 30-second trailer. No money was stolen. And I actually gave it back kind of the next month.
Kind
via
of.
lowering all the goals.
You didn't give it back. It's not giving it
alright,
back to do something for cheaper.
The other thing is that some people said, why didn't I just refund all the money?
You can't.
The
Yeah,
reason
you
being
can.
was there's no way to tell who pledged on Patreon just to see Project 7.
could ask
it's not
them.
like a crowdfunded
You can't ask
it's not like
people that pay a
GoFund,
bill to you every month.
You go to a Kickstarter.
You don't like them enough?
And you want to finance a campaign. Oh, I paid you $5 because I want to see you make a video game, right? That's not how it is. People
What a
give me
fucking
Patreon
joke.
money because just in general, some people just like the content.
How many
I put
people
out.
have given
Some
money
people are
back through
actually
Patreon
directly
before?
pledging to get a perk
No way to do it.
level, a reward level. Some
Can't
people
tell
want a
out-
goal
you
to
can't
be
tell
hit.
who wanted it,
so
man.
They're all pledging for different reasons. You can't specifically say, okay, well, I had 1,000
Debunk
people
stream.
pledge to my Patreon this month.
So much
Gee,
facts
I
being
wonder how many
spilled.
actually
We're
pledged
getting
just to see the
pig-pilled
Project
right
7
now, dude.
reboot. How do I refund them specifically their money? You can't. It's
You
impossible.
can't.
It's just a stupid
It's
thing
impossible.
that kids would suggest is like, oh, see, Phil didn't refund
Kids
money,
would
therefore
suggest
that's
it.
why he stole the money. You can't refund the money.
Remember when it
dumbass,
was
but that's the thing.
impossible to
They'll
look
say
up a
that
list of
stupid
Twitch
shit
subs?
just to make you
Factually
look
incorrect,
bad,
of
okay?
course.
So the whole
But it's
Project
kids that
7
come up
thing
with that stuff.
was complete nonsense. All right.
This dude come back for seconds.
But in regards to the recent things
Is
that have
that a-
happened with me raising tax funds. There were 2 specific times.
I don't know.
All right, when I needed to raise tax funds. Once was in the fall/late 2017 because I needed to pay
Whatever it is, it's
a
having
state
fun.
tax payment by the end of 2017, and then I had to pay a bunch of money in 2018 for state taxes. Okay, I announced this dilemma of mine in November of 2017 on my Thanksgiving Day podcast. I did a Thanksgiving Day special podcast, and I announced this problem to my viewing audience on Thanksgiving Day 2017. You can go back and watch it. It's still live over on
So
my
much
blog,
stuff we
Blog
didn't
channel,
talk
The King
about.
of Hate Vlogs, all right?
So much facts we
Now,
didn't get.
During 2017,
So much fake
was the
information
year
and
when
wrong
early in the
information
year
we
I
got
broke up with my
on the
ex,
debunk stream.
And I started talking to and then dating my now wife, Kat. Okay, now Kat didn't live around here.
How did she fly
and
across
she
the
had to
country
visit
3
me a
times?
couple times. I had to take time
Who
away
paid for
from
it?
streaming and stuff to spend time
Why
with
did you
her.
lie about
I
taking
didn't
time
disclose
off?
that was happening because I knew if I did, people would be trying to get up in our private shit.
That
All
didn't
right?
happen
But
anyway,
what
obviously.
people say to this day, Phil raised all that money for the taxes.
Time
so
to
he
lie
could
without
secretly
proof again.
Fly his new girlfriend across the
No,
country
you're
to
wrong.
spend
That didn't
time with her.
happen.
Now let's look at the timeline.
Everything connects, but you're wrong.
Well, the first
And I
time
can't
that Kat
prove
came to
it,
visit
but
me
I'm gonna
was
tell
summer of
you.
2017. The
Look at these
second
chin
time
rubs.
she came to visit me was the fall, which I believe was October of 2017, because she actually helped me pick out my Halloween costume.
Yeah, you told us
for
then.
the Halloween special that I did that year. I announced
How
my
is this
financial
proven a-
dilemma about the state
Huh?
taxes in Thanksgiving of 2017.
How does
so
this
obviously
prove
what Phil
anything?
did is he announced it so he could raise funds, go back in
He
time.
told us he
and
had an
pay
issue
for the
and
2
didn't
visits
say what the
beforehand.
issue was
You
months
fucking
before he said
dumbasses.
he
You
had a
couldn't
tax
talk
problem.
Out of your fucking asses about this stuff.
It was
and make
months.
the most crazy,
He said, "Guys, I have an
controversial,
issue, but I
insane
can't talk about it
theories
yet."
that make
He
no
pretending that never
fucking
happened?
sense. It's such a weird conspiracy. Like, how the fuck do you think that money
This
that
is
I
really
talked
bad.
about and raised later in the year paid for the trips that happened
Yeah, you're not
earlier?
wearing his
Fucking
ring too.
fool.
Why? DSP, why
It
you not
just
wearing
doesn't
your
make
ring?
any
You like to
sense.
show it off.
Now the bottom line is this.
Very odd. The day he put himself in full screen, he don't
If
have
I
his ring
had
on. It's because he took a shower and didn't put it back
raised
on. Guarantee
money
it.
For
Guarantee
well,
it.
I said that wrong. The truth of the
He
matter
was so ready
that
to make
I
a
didn't
stream
raise
dedicated to
enough money
trolls. He
to get
didn't
out
put
of
his
this
wedding
state
ring
tax
on. Fucking
situation.
whoops.
I didn't know how I was going to pay the state
It's a good
taxes.
thing none of this
And
get to
because of
him.
that, I was afraid the state would either put a lien on my home, or I didn't know how much it was going to be that I owed the state at that point, and I was
This
thinking
dude.
tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. I had no idea, and I was thinking I might have to sell my house. All right.
Also,
so
why
I
did
actually
he put
told
the
Kat at
leaderboard
that
on
point,
screen?
I don't
'Cause
even
he's
know
not
if
gonna
we
update
plan
it
our
during
next
the stream.
trip. I don't know when's the next time I can see ya. You know, this really sucks because at that point we had been dating for months. I spent a lot of time.
I agree.
with her,
Alex Jones
and we
is
were
more
working
believable than
out. We
DSP.
wanted to advance to the next stage of our relationship.
This is
and we
a
couldn't
rough one right here,
because
buddy.
I didn't know
But
what
I
the fuck was
appreciate
gonna
him
happen
trying.
with all these taxes and
It's always
everything.
good to see somebody
I had
try.
no clue what was going to happen with taxes and all that stuff. So our life was on hold. Now, thank God, hallelujah, and I'm so grateful that you guys and gals and fans helped me out and
I
raised
don't
enough
think he
money
shaved.
so that I paid off the state taxes. I was able
Well,
to
not
handle
today,
it.
at least.
And
Maybe
because of
yesterday or
that,
something.
Kat was able to move in with me in early 2018.
Now
But
listen
if
to
I
this.
didn't raise the money to pay off those
Listen
state
to
taxes,
this.
I probably would have said,
I didn't use your money to
relationship's
move
kinda
Kat in,
on
but
hold
because you gave
until
me
we
money,
figure this
Kat was
stuff
able to
out.
move
Oh,
in.
shit, you guys are right. Where's
Okay.
my wedding ring? I was in the shower and I didn't put it
Told
back
ya.
on. Now I feel really bad. You guys, you know what? If
So
you
he
guys
can
ever
see this
me
in the
without my
chat, but he
wedding
can't
ring
give
on, call
shout-outs,
me out
though?
on it, 'cause that's
At
supposed to
all?
be on my
Not
fucking
one?
finger all the time, and now I feel
We
really
gotta
bad
leave to
'cause I
put the
left it in
ring on.
bathroom. I'm gonna be right back. I'm going to get it right now.
See you later, Susan. It's so important. He don't want any strange woman to try to hit on him while he in his room. Some lady might jump through the fucking window. Oh my God, dark side Phil is wearing his ring. Let me get on my knees immediately. He has to put it on. He got to protect himself. This room is now in emote only mode. That's a good meme for when he gone for the 5 seconds.
Okay.
Time
That's
to turn that
my
off.
fault, man. New husband making mistakes.
What
Sorry
a
about that,
fuck.
Kat, and I feel real bad about that.
Is this-
But I took it off because
Is this supposed to make people like him more?
When do you keep your wedding ring on? The only time I take this off.
Yeah, those
is when I'm in
Let's
the shower,
Player
'cause
fans
I'm
really
afraid
can
it's
relate
gonna
to
slip
being
up my
married,
finger and
man.
Go down the drain
Derek,
or something.
he
But
can
it's
totally
always with me
relate
at other
right
times,
now.
and I'm looking like, oh God, I didn't have it on. I actually get my heart. I was like, oh fuck. I feel
Oh
like
my
shit.
God, my heart.
So thank you to
My
whoever
$20
bought
ring, I didn't
Yeah,
have it on. I
gotta
couldn't
have
buy a
it
new one
on.
from Amazon. Oh my God.
Alright.
Almost lost my ring, you guys. Holy shit.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
All right.
My ring millions of men
moving
have.
on.
Oh my God.
So
Oh my
yeah,
God, you guys
it's
almost lost it.
insanity that people say that I lied
This fucking
about
dude.
taxes to
This
raise
dude.
money to fly Kat out here to spend time
Nice
with me.
thumb.
She flew out here to visit me before I ever even announced my tax problems. There's no fucking way that could have ever happened. And the timeline is there.
This is how you
see
debunk it,
that
by
when
the way.
video
This
came
is a
out, when I
very
started
bad
talking about
job
her
of
and everything,
debunking
revealing
this.
stuff about her, it's horseshit. It
He
doesn't
kept
make
the
any
text
sense when
stuff a
people are saying
secret.
they're out of their
You can go back to
okay?
find him
Now,
saying he
of
wanted to
course,
talk about his
the
problems.
latest controversy was I had this issue with my federal taxes.
He obviously used Kat to make money, and I don't know why he don't want
I
it.
told you guys I needed help, and I did.
This
a
is
couple
his wife now.
marathon
She's part of the
streams to raise
content.
money with the federal
And
taxes.
except when she's not.
And you guys, between you guys helping me and my parents helping me, I raised.
I was
enough
able to get
money
married and move across the country.
qualify
Well,
for
go on
this,
vacation across the country.
This payment plan for the taxes that I didn't pay in the last year, and that's in process right
Also
now.
like how the
Okay, that's
dude
all
did his
in
taxes, but
process.
he didn't pay him
It's
to do his
happening
taxes
right now.
yet.
I'm actually supposed to get a notice from the IRS this month of actual physical
Well, no,
letter
maybe he did now.
saying blah 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 whatever about
Blah,
it.
blah,
I'm supposed to
blah.
give that to my tax guy. He's already talking to the IRS, and he's going to get me on this tax plan. All right, so I qualify
Blah,
for it,
blah,
thank
blah.
God. But now then incidentally, when all that
This
was going
stream.
on,
God
already
damn.
I had been in the works and talks with my parents to
Oh,
visit
fuck.
them because my parents are very elderly at this point. I don't say very elderly.
I don't
not
want to
very
push
old.
buttons on here.
They're in their 60s, but each of them has different health problems. My dad has problems with his back and his heart, and my mom has numerous problems with going on over the years.
Numerous problems. Thanks, Mom.
And they're basically at the time of their lives when they don't know what's going to happen. At any day, they could take a turn for the worse, and it could be that's it. So they want
They were happy and healthy,
that I
by
was
the way.
living with Kat for a year,
They were about
and
to
we
die
were
one day.
engaged,
The next day they
and that,
wasn't sick.
We were in love with each other.
Next day they were
wanted us
happy
to
and
go
healthy.
out there to meet
And
them.
now they're about to
Kat-
die
They
again.
wanted Kat to meet them and spend time with them, and us to have almost like a couple days to ourselves away from all the stress of work or whatever. Because the thing is, I talk to my parents every single week. Every weekend I call my parents and I talk to them and I tell them all about myself and what's going on with my life and everything. So they're
Yeah,
always
we
gonna
know.
about everything that's going on with me 100%.
Ever since
They
he
laugh
moved
at
out of
the
the
shit that people say and do
state,
about me
he
slanderously
called once
because they
every
know it's all
Sunday.
bullshit. But they paid for
And then he'd
everything.
get money from
They
him all the time, too. He
paid
talked to his parents
for
once
the
a fucking
trip out
week, and he'd
there.
take money from
They
him all the
paid for
time.
room
What a
and
nice
board.
guy.
They paid for the car.
But they're
we had.
elderly. They can go,
paid for all of
their
the
health
food
can
and
go
everything
bad
that we ate when we were
anytime.
out
That's
there.
why I
They
take
gave us
all of their
spending
money.
for being out there. They helped pay for all the supplies, and then of course the big thing was we got
My parents
married
that are
when we
really
were out
old
there,
and can die
but it was a
anytime
very
paid for
small
everything, by the
ceremony.
way.
It was
So it's
held
cool,
inside
you
my
guys.
parents' house. It
See, I'm a
was
nice
few
nice
close
person.
relatives and a dinner. There was no
Take
formal
advantage of everybody
ceremony.
around me.
No money was really spent at all.
I'm a
on
really
the
nice
ceremony.
guy.
And literally the only money I spent on the wedding at all was on a new belt, a pair of shoes, and a tie. The
Who
suit
bought
that
that
I
ring?
was 10
Your
years
Amazon
old,
ring.
That's the suit I wore. Okay.
It was just really cheap, dude.
Everything else, my parents.
That's why his
paid
heart
for
almost broke
because
when he
they
didn't
wanted
see
to
it.
meet Kat. They wanted us to get married.
Because
They
he's just
wanted us
totally
spend
not
time
pretending
with
to
them.
care about
They
any of
wanted
this.
all these nice things to happen before, God forbid, something happened to them, and we wouldn't be able to spend any kind of.
Yeah, God
time
forbid
with them,
something happened to
okay?
them. It's a good thing they gave me all of their money. Now if they die, they don't even get buried.
So,
Thanks, Mom.
All that being said, all right, I raised funds for these federal taxes before the trip out there, all right?
Duh.
And all of a sudden, it's Phil.
How is this
took all that
debunking
money for the
anything?
taxes, and he spent it on his wedding. All right?
If I raise a
just
lot
want
of
you to think
money
how stupid this
and then
sounds.
pull up in a new car the
week
next day,
before,
people are going to say you used the money on a
week
new car.
before, I flew
It's
to
not a very
Connecticut
great debunking
get
to say
married
I
and
got
spend
the
time with
money
my
before I
parents.
got the
raised
car.
money to
I would
pay for the
assume you
wedding.
did.
On what fucking planet do you think that you pay for a wedding the day that it happens? I mean,
I thought it was a whatever. Okay. When was it paid for then, Doc, if we debunking stuff? How long ago did
really
you
just
guys
gets me.
guarantee you
Like,
were going to get married?
huh? Like,
Last year?
weddings are paid for months in advance. They take
Oh.
tons of arrangement and planning. If you're gonna get a
See, he didn't steal your money for anything, dude. He already paid for the wedding.
Up front, early.
Even though he'd been
You know,
begging
that's
all
it's
year
insane
last year.
that these people just think that like Phil had a tax.
He didn't
a
use your
big
money for the
tax
wedding. He
crisis
was
and
begging all
immediately
year.
Spent the money.
It went to
pay
something
for
else.
This trip to Connecticut. So the plane tickets I bought the night before, apparently. It's
He
just
pretends he
stupid.
never raised
It doesn't
money
make any
the other
sense,
times of the
things
year.
that They say, but this is what I mean. Like, so now. all
At
the
least
things that I
9
would
months
check,
out
who's
of
gonna read them
12.
again? Are you guys
He was
ready?
telling us his bank account was getting overdrafted
Threw his
every
fiancée
fucking
under the
week.
bus and turned her private medical issue into a drama stream. Didn't happen.
That never happened,
Demanded
right.
she never go to a hospital again.
Factually
Instead, they
true
gave her a
stuff
pill
never
only for
happened.
Where they found her. Didn't happen. Lied about money issues for a year. Non stop begging for cash while flying a girl out to see him. Didn't happen.
What about
Used tax
Subaru, man?
donations to move the woman in with him. Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Used tax donations to marry the woman. Didn't happen. Stole fan donations that went towards the Project 7
So
reboot.
what
Didn't happen.
fucking paid
Refused
for
to
it
pay
then if
friends
that
for the
didn't
work they
happen?
did, only used to make money, and you only used them to make money and make
Whatever.
more off of dead friends until he lost them all. Didn't happen.
Debunk
Wants to hit an
stream.
11-year-old girl. Didn't happen. Groomed 2 fangirls and used them for sex and extra money. Oh. Didn't happen.
Now, DSP
But
never
the
said
one
he
that
was
I
an
really
atheist.
didn't
Panda Lee was the atheist.
Say.
DSP fucking
This is the
had
one that
nuns or
gets
some
me
shit as
the
teachers
most.
back in the day.
Everyone's a paid shill tweet.
But I never heard him say he was
Okay?
atheist. He just don't give a
Apparently,
fuck about religion.
Last year, I put out a tweet.
Even though he
that
say
said
stuff
everyone's a
about
paid
God a
shill.
lot, but what everybody
That's
do
not
that.
what happened. What
So
happened
screw
was,
it.
I'll tell you the full story. You guys ready for this? So, Kat and I had a week where we wanted to do some fun stuff together, but we knew that we couldn't really afford to do much. All
Yeah,
right?
it costs so much money to
And
do everything. These
what we
people with
decided
like
to do
20
was
game
called a
systems in their house.
staycation,
The two
where you take some
gamers,
time away from your
they
work
can't
and
have
stay home
fun. They
and
have
do
to
stuff
leave the
around
house.
All right. And we had
She
some
loves
plans,
gaming, dude.
projects we
He
wanted to
loves
do around the
gaming.
house. One of the things we wanted to do, I'm revealing this for the first time ever, was go to the
Phenomenal.
Space Needle. We live in a suburb of Seattle, and we wanted to drive in.
How is this
to Seattle
debunking?
for
The
one
trolls
day
figured
and
out
do
he
some
went to the
touristy
Space
things in
Needle.
Seattle
And he
then
told
come
us he
home.
did.
I didn't
This is
disclose any
debunking?
of this to any of you because I was afraid if I did,
Is
you'd
the
have assholes
debunking
trying
that
to
it
fuck
wasn't
with us,
expensive?
Trying to show up at the Space Needle or do stupid shit. Who knows, right?
What?
So this was last year. This was 2018. There was a week when we had all these plans to do all these things together, and it was going to be a fun time.
Yeah, he was forced to talk about this. People forced him to talk about this dumb Space Needle shit.
It was going to be a really fun time.
How the fuck is this
Hopefully, or at the
debunking
very least,
anything,
it was
though?
going to be a time when we got to spend time together.
People said he
What
went, and
ended up
he
happening
actually went.
She got sick.
She got
Alright, so
sick.
we
This is
ended
a
up doing
debunk
few
stream
things,
somehow?
but she ended up
What?
getting sick. The whole week was a disaster. This was
Of course
supposed to
it
be
was.
our
Thanks,
week
Kat.
where we spent
We were
time
supposed to
together,
have
do
fun, and we couldn't because you
meaningful
got
stuff
sick. You
as
stupid
a
bitch.
new couple living together, you know. 'cause
Good
we-
job.
we-
Good
at
job,
that point, we
Kat.
only lived
Really
together
proud
for
of you,
2
buddy.
months, I think. And it was like, wow,
What an
this is gonna be
accomplishment.
big.
Getting
She got
sick.
sick, and we
Good
couldn't
job.
do anything because she was just awful sick. And here I am feeling fucking miserable. And I'm like, this sucks. We had planned this for a while. I was like, this is it. I know I can't take any more time off of work after this to do anything. So it was just a really terrible time where it's like, we're supposed to be spending time. Instead, I'm sitting here with my
You couldn't spend time with the sick person?
And it sucked. And I was really
It
agitated.
sucked. We couldn't do anything
Alright.
fun. She
And
was
when
sick,
this
so we couldn't
happened,
spend time together.
I was contacted by a few fans who were like, Phil, are you aware that people are playing State of Decay 2 and a whole week early on Twitch? And, you know, you go to their streams.
Wow, that
people
was a
actually
transition
cost
of
them
stories.
thousands of
How are we
dollars
debunking
on the
this?
streams for them, you know, because basically they're showing off these games early. And I'm like,
He's gonna tell us what he told
It
us
really
back
rubbed
then.
me
He's
the
gonna
wrong
just say
way.
we heard him the wrong.
all
We
right,
heard
I
him
put out a
wrong.
tweet that was really stupid, that was worded incorrectly.
He said this back
that
then.
If you just read it for what it
What are
was,
we
it
debunking?
said
You can't
something that
debunk
was not what I was
this.
meaning to say, all right? What I wanted to say was I 100%
Almost 40 years old,
disagree
can't
with
explain his
the
feelings
practice
in a
of game
tweet,
publishers
something
and
he can
developers
rewrite
putting
over and
out
over and
video
over.
games where
Right.
they put them out early for special influencers.
The nuns taught him good.
A person gets a person gets a game a whole week early and gets to play it on Twitch exclusively.
They even give you
Not only
more
are
to
they
put in
making
the
money
tweet
to do it
now.
'cause it's a special
There's like
sponsored
200-something
stream,
characters
but
now, and
their
DSP still
viewers
can't
are so
express
happy
himself.
because they get to see a
Is
game
he Ross
early.
now?
They throw them thousands of dollars extra. All right, it's bullshit. It's a very bad
I didn't like
practice,
looking at
especially
kids in the
because particularly
bathtub, dude. I
with a
just
certain
don't know how to
person
express
playing
myself.
State of Decay 2 early, who was
That's what we gotta say
told
one
by
day.
the company, you may not give your opinion on the game because there's a
You got
review
proof to this,
embargo
buddy?
until the middle of the week. So in the middle of the
No.
week, then you can begin to give your opinion.
We
You can
debunking
play the
stuff.
game early, but you're not allowed to actually give any criticism of the game while you play it until the middle of the week. So it's a paid advertisement then. That's exactly
It's a
what
good
it
thing
is. You
DSP
can't
never did
criticize
paid
games, it's paid
advertisements.
advertisement. All right. Now, I personally hate this practice.
He holding the
Hate
chest the same way he did when he was thinking about that 11-year-old.
I think it's horrible.
They
I
really
think
got
it's
to
all-
him.
This whole influencer idea.
DSP
is
hates
ruining the
being an
gaming industry
influencer.
'cause you're getting
That's why he
people,
wants
number
Twitch
one,
to
are
pay him to
spoiling
play
games
games.
early.
And he gets
Number
mad when he
two,
talk
are
about
telling
it.
you a game is good or
'Cause he
showing
hates
a game and, like,
influencers.
I'm not allowed to say anything bad, so it makes it look good. So you'll go buy the game when in reality
He should
that
talk
game is
about his
not good.
sponsor
State of Decay
streams
2 was one of the worst games
and tell
of
us how
last
they
year,
wasn't really
in my
sponsor
opinion.
streams and I
In
was
my
not an
opinion,
influencer.
It was inferior to the first game. It was poorly made. It was full of bugs. It was just a piece of garbage. And it was a ripoff.
Imagine trying to
but
be
people
so much of
probably
a
ran out
fucking
and bought it
edgelord that you
based
got to
on
go
a
out of
few
your way to
people
tell
who
your
got that
viewers that
game
you're not an
early.
influencer.
All right.
As you stream
And
on your
played it on
70,000
Twitch, made a
follower
ton of
fucking
bank
Twitch
on
account.
it.
post to
you
your
know, for a bad
verified
game,
Twitter
and people
account,
ran out and bought it based on the hype that they generated,
and upload
which
to
is
your
unfair.
180,000
It's
sub channel. And
not
as you brag about tweet
legitimate
numbers,
gameplay.
and then you
It's
tell
a
those
paid
people that you're not an
advertisement, being a
influencer.
shill. It is being a shill for a company.
He would rather,
Okay?
he's more comfortable with you thinking he's a pedophile than
Now,
thinking he's an influencer.
Later on last year, I
think he would get less
able
mad if you called
to
him a
play
pedophile
Assassin's Creed
than if you called him an
Origins-
influencer.
Excuse me, Assassin's Creed Odyssey as a sponsored stream on Twitch.
See,
Here's
he
the
just did
difference between what I
sponsored
did and what I
streams. He's not an
criticized.
influencer.
I was able to
He's
be
not a
fair with
shill.
the game. I was told you can criticize the game fairly when you're
He
playing
didn't,
it.
though.
You can give your opinions on it. You
He
can
didn't.
be honest about what you're experiencing
didn't.
in game. And I was.
He was honest
I didn't
before
put
that
my
stream and
glitches
after
when I
that
was playing
stream.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I watched
told
that
you
stream
it's
the
on
day it
script,
happened.
The game is too much
I
of a
remember it
grind,
like
it's
it was
too much side
yesterday.
content, it's too long and drawn out. It could be much faster paced and better. I was
He didn't
honest
say all of
during
that during
my
that
entire
stream.
playthrough of that game. So
That was
I
during the
able to do an
playthrough,
honest
not that
of
stream.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
The
I
playthrough.
didn't play the game early, and I made a little bit of extra money on it. That's
Debunk
far
stream.
different from a sponsored influencer who's playing a game a week early. The only person who has access to that game and gets to play it early makes thousands of dollars from their viewers, plus thousands of dollars from a fucking
See,
game publisher.
it's only
slash
okay to
marketer.
make hundreds of dollars that
I completely
way.
disagree with that practice.
He disagrees with
It's
that.
dishonest, and it's hurtful to the consumer who now is artificially getting hype and excited.
DSP
for a game
never
that maybe
hyped stuff up
necessarily
either.
They wouldn't have even played just because they got to see their favorite streamer play it early, and they were allowed to criticize it. So basically, all you think is that the game is good. All right.
Right.
So, I
If
disagree
people that
with
dumb,
that.
they deserve to fucking
But
waste their money
the
on
tweet I
games.
put out was completely wrong. The tweet that I put out said
My tweet was
something like,
wrong. What I
"Everyone
said
who's
was
playing State of
incorrect."
Decay 2 early right now is a paid
Almost 40.
shill, and you
What I
shouldn't
said
support
was
their
incorrect,
content.
you
should
guys.
wait for people who
I
are
said
gonna
it the
play
wrong
legit
way.
when it comes
I
out
can't
on
express
Friday.
my feelings
By
correctly.
saying it that way, not only did I insult a whole group of people who I didn't mean to criticize, game journalists who had been playing it early to
He likes
legitimately put out
journalists
game
now?
reviews later in the week, but I
What?
also made myself look like a tremendous ass because I didn't elaborate on the topic, and everyone legitimately
He posted that tweet and left Twitter for
destroyed
the
me
whole day.
during this week when I was
He
supposed to
basically
be
took a
off
shit on the
from
floor and
doing
left.
anything game related because I was pissed off at a situation
No.
at home. I made a stupid tweet, and you know what? I'll 100% fess up to it. 100%. That's on me. I fucked up. That was a mistake that I made for sure. Out of all the things that we just listed, that actually happened. I
Whoops,
fucked up.
I thought we were
made a
debunking
bad
stuff.
tweet. It was dumb, and I apologize.
He told
for
us
it, and
this
I
when it
totally won't do
happened.
stupid
The
shit
tweet
like that
isn't even on his
again,
channel
because it was just
anymore.
so dumb. It was a
No
completely
fucking, no,
misworded tweet
literally,
that had
not
nothing to do
one
with the
pro
actual
Jared person gives a fuck
idea
about
that I
this.
was trying to
It's so
portray.
much other stuff you can
Okay?
care about.
All right, everyone.
Now, one
To
pro
end
Jared person is saying,
this
wait a minute, he called
special-
people a shill?
All right, I want to end with the hot topic.
This is the
Topic
end of
that
it.
The tweet itself.
We didn't cover multiple
that went
years.
viral,
What about
and
Evil
all the
AJ?
big
He should be
content
in, the
creators
white
talking
coach should
about
come
the
get him.
tweet.
What about that?
Basically, it's
What about
my
go down to
incident.
5?
All right, it's
What
my
about-
incident.
what about that?
Where in 20 wow, in
Phenomenal.
2016.
What
I
about years of
accidentally
saying you don't
showed
have
something
money?
On stream I didn't mean
What
to
about the
show.
first time you left
All
Twitch?
right, and for the first time ever, I can
What about telling
disclose
people to
you
click
what
on
really
ads?
Happened,
Fucking none of this stuff
behind
got
the scenes,
explained.
and why it happened and how dumb it was. I mean, I'm a
He's gonna
complete
explain
bonehead for doing
jerking
it. I've
off.
already fessed up to doing it a million
How
times.
do you explain this?
The bottom line was at that point in my
You
relationship
felt good and you
with
touched
my
it.
ex, things were
It's
not
Panda
going well.
fault.
Things were starting to fall
It's
apart.
Panda
It
Lee
seems
fault.
There was a lot of behind the scenes stress.
Panda Lee
and
told
we
us
were not
in
getting along
videos
at all.
that they didn't have
It was to
enough
the point
sex.
where, like, we were living together
And this was
as
after they
roommates,
moved in with each
but
other.
there was no love there anymore. It was kind of
He
just like we're
jerked
going
off
through the
because Panda Lee
motions
wasn't fucking
to
him.
say
It's
that
her
we're
fault.
together, but we weren't really doing anything
Oh my
that was
goodness.
anything fun or interesting together, and we really, a lot of the things that we had loved to do weren't fun anymore.
So he's
you know what
never
I
gonna
mean?
jerk off on stream again because Cat obviously just giving it to him
What
every
happened?
single
Why is
minute.
everyone doing words? What words did I use?
What?
Uh-oh, did I say something stupid? What did I say?
Whoops.
Before I continue, let's see what people say.
The chat was in emote only mode, by the way.
What?
Now it's in slow mode.
What is
His
going
mods
on?
are trolling him, and that's why he's confused about his chat right now.
Oh, it's nothing I said. People put the chat into emotes only mode. Oh, I thought that I had
Retard.
said something bad, and people were saying,
No, this
your
whole
words,
stream has
use
been
your
you saying
words."
something
Oh,
bad, I'm
shit,
sorry.
Okay. I thought I had said something
He's
like,
scared. I thought I said something bad.
Chat was in emotes only mode. Okay.
He's been
Thank you,
nice this
guys.
whole
Phew,
stream.
That was close. I thought I
No
made a
discussion
big
about
mistake.
Tevin. No discussion about
Oh,
the
like,
SOK.
okay.
No
All right, let's
discussion
try
about the
again.
KWO.
So,
Debunk
at that point in my
stream. 7
relationship,
years
it was
of
like around
debunking.
mid-2016. Things were not going well. All right. So I
Unbelievable.
was depressed. I'll be honest. I've told you guys before publicly about my depression.
I was
suffered
depressed,
from
so I
depression.
jerked
I was
off.
depressed.
Okay.
And it was a time when there was no
I had to
intimacy
jerk
speak
off
of
while a game was
whatsoever.
loading. No, while a
And
stream was
I was an
loading.
idiot. I was a
Starting
complete
soon.
idiot. And I did something really stupid.
I was depressed, so
behind
I
the
jerked
scenes I
off.
shouldn't have done. Why the hell? Of all the time, not to say that there's anything wrong with someone doing.
He should
doing
tell us what
that
kind
in
of porn he
their
was
own
watching, like he
private
did when he
space.
talked to Brian.
Why the fuck was I doing it when a pre-stream was running? Right? When I had a fucking
Depression made him jerk off.
things
Depression
running
and
here at the
Pandally.
beginning of the stream. It's stupid as fuck. All right, it was one of the dumbest. I had to be the dumbest thing I've ever done. I mean, seriously, the dumbest thing I've ever fucking done. It had to have been. But that being said, all right.
I can't believe this
That
dude
being
used
said,
depression and his ex as the excuse for this. That's
The things
something
that people
else.
say about it to this day are wrong. Now, this happened, first of all, three years ago. It was early May of
Are we going to say he
2016.
never
People
did
still
it in
say
front
it
of
was
kids
last year,
because his
3
audience is
years ago.
adults?
3 years ago.
Is that why you
people still bring
explain
it up like
presidents
it was
and shit to
yesterday.
him
They
because
always
they
will.
all
I'll be
adults?
90 years old and they'll say,
He
"Oh, remember
explains
that?
voting
I
to
know,
him
I know,
because
I
they
know,
all
I know
adults?
that." What are you going to do? But the things that they say about it
Right.
are such complete horseshit misconceptions that I can't. First of all, Phil planned it.
No, he was depressed. He could have went in the
What?
bathroom to do it. He has
Phil
multiple
planned it.
bathrooms.
Phil intentionally did that. On what world do you think that there would be any benefit from me planning out something like that and
People said he
doing it?
planned it like back
You know
then.
what I mean?
There's still some
Like,
people that think he
what
did
the
it on
fuck
purpose.
Are you talking about?
He did a really
what
bad job of
benefit
it if he did.
would there have been to me planning out and doing something like that intentionally? I mean,
Keemstar talked about you. And you definitely
think
tweeted
about
him.
the
You wanted to be on the show.
risk involved. I could have lost my livelihood. I could have lost my ability to stream on Twitch and YouTube and make YouTube
You wasn't
videos. I
on
could have
Twitch
lost-
then,
And why
DSP.
would I have
I thought this
planned
was a
something
debunked
like this?
stream.
I don't understand
Ugh.
at all.
I could have lost the right to stream on his website. I didn't
how
use
anyone
back
could say
then.
that. All right, no, it was a complete legitimate.
He definitely should have lost his right to stream on YouTube,
Number
though, but
two,
whatever.
some people say, "Oh,
He got real lucky
well,
when it came to that.
You know, Phil did it. He masturbated in front of thousands of children.
Real fucking lucky. Thousands
What?
of children have
First
saw
of
it by
all, when do I
now,
have
by the way.
thousands of children on my stream ever?
Right
Never.
now?
When do I have thousands of people on my stream? Never.
Right now?
When? What the fuck are you talking about? This happened during
Derek
a
isn't a kid.
pre-stream, which is
The literal kids in his
intro that
audience
I
are
run
not kids.
Before I actually put out the actual content. that I'm
21 years
streaming.
old
So this
to
happened
join.
within the first, 15 minutes before I started talking. The mic was muted. There wasn't
I like how he
showing the
pretends it
screen
never got
gameplay. It wasn't
re-uploaded and
supposed
no
to be
one ever
showing
saw it
me on the
anywhere else.
screen, duh. That's why it was an accident.
Phenomenal.
Essentially, if I remember correctly, it was probably about 70 people top, 70, who were actually on
You remember the
stream,
amount of
and most
people that showed
weren't
up to
paying
that stream
attention
but
to
don't
the
remember so
stream
many other details
because
about your life?
They were just chatting amongst themselves in the stream chat.
You
'cause
just
it was
not making
playing
this up or anything.
PS4 dashboard music,
Obviously.
while the pre-stream was going. So how on earth I masturbated in front of thousands of children? Where the fuck did that come from? It was 70 people who were early to stream, and probably two of
With
them
this
accidentally
logic,
looked up at their screen and said,
no
"What the
one
fuck is
watches the
that?"
Star Wars movies.
And then, their lives were changed forever.
If they played in the
But,
theater, it don't count. The people that were there when they recorded it are the only people
what
that
I
really
mean?
saw the movie.
That just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make
Some
any sense.
people
I agree.
claim that, like, I'm an exhibitionist, and this is something that I always used to do behind the
I've never
scenes,
seen
and
anybody
I,
claim this. He's
just
brought this
nuts.
up
He's just
multiple
fucking
times in the
nuts,
last
that's what
couple of
people
months,
say,
but I never saw anybody
In
claim that.
reality,
He's
I
an
was in a bad
exhibitionist,
time in my life.
right.
I was depressed, and I was not having a good relationship with the person
He was
who I
depressed,
with
so
at the
he
time.
jerked off on YouTube.
We didn't really see any
Phenomenal.
way out of the situation we were in, and it was painful. And I had a really dumb moment of fucking weakness, and an accident happened. The camera was on, but the mic was muted.
Nothing about Tevin uses
All right,
viewbots,
and
nothing
you
about
saw
Vidal,
nothing
nothing
but
about him
from
watching
here
to track
up,
the content and trying to
all
get
you saw
channels
was
taken
my
down.
head. That was it.
Plus the Twitter DM
It was very
screenshots. Yeah,
embarrassing,
all
but
of
there
that
was
shit,
not
bro.
thousands of children watching. It was about 70
Him getting
people
Vidal
who
kicked
had
off
the
Twitch,
stream
nothing
on.
about it. Him getting me kicked off
But
Twitch,
the
nothing
thing
about it. Him
is
getting text
that
kicked off
people
Twitch, nothing
record
about it. Him
everything
getting
that I do,
Bill
hoping for
Pernell
that
kicked off
moment.
Twitch,
They're hoping
nothing
for that
about it.
moment of
Debunk
weakness. They're
stream.
hoping for that thing that he
Debunk
twists to
nothing.
turn into something
Debunk
bad.
stream.
So
No
if-
facts.
Oh my God, we got our jackpot, right? I've
Man.
been
I'm glad I didn't want to make
recording everything
nachos
Phil's
today. I
done
would
for
have
the
been a
past
little annoyed about
7
watching this.
years, I finally got my moment.
But this is definitely
Now
a
I
good
can turn
waste
this
of time
into an
stream,
internet meme, and
DSP.
it did.
I
That's
enjoyed
exactly
it.
what happened. It turned into an internet
And
meme.
this
It
animal
exploded,
outside did
and
too.
For the past 3 years, I never lived it down. I doubt I ever will. But no, Phil did not.
Nothing about the random drunk
masturbate,
tweets in the middle of the night. That's another good one.
in front of thousands
So much
of
stuff.
children. Okay, this is not. This never
Ever
happened.
do this band while I
This is
try to
just
defend
ridiculous
myself.
nonsense. Yeah, I just find it ludicrous that people still say that kind of stuff. Okay.
I don't know what this is.
At this point, that's about what I have, and I've
it's definitely not a dog, because the dog next door don't sound like that. It's some weird animal.
Many other things that have been said about me over the years.
I never heard a dog over here that sounded like that. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Like I said, a lot of them back in the day when it used to be about gameplay or whatever.
He didn't debunk. He didn't talk about the leaked screenshots from the mod only chat.
And they're all false.
No Kiwi Forums talk. He didn't talk about his forums being hacked or whatever. Nothing.
You have been
debunk stream.
Your negativity towards me.
I came up with like what 20 something things today maybe that he didn't talk about at all.
Videos and clickbait for their streams, and none of it was ever
debunk
true based on reality, and you fell for it, you know. And it sucks.
Him saying that didn't happen is debunking us.
If it's just going to be a meme, that's a joke. It's another thing if it slanders and hurts someone's reputation. But a lot of people don't realize this. I've been around since 2008. I've been making videos since before most.
Phil, people from your forums are getting doxxed, man. Your forums are getting hacked. Nope, not debunking that.
That's been said about me, which is why, you know, when something happens like what just happened with who on Twitter and everything.
You know who is pro Jared now.
To get my comeuppance on someone was like, oh my god, this guy.
Let's debunk Cat leaving the house because Tevin made him mad. I want to debunk that.
So that's the deal. Now, some people want me to field questions from the stream chat. The bottom line is
that's what you're supposed to do for this.
But
he
first of all,
won't.
I'm not going to be here all night. And the second thing is, I've already told you guys what's off
It's
limits.
15-20 minutes before his normal clock out time.
My ex, and I'm not talking about Cat. I can't.
Debunk stream. I can't talk about anything. Talk about Turbin, the viewbots. Tell us the viewbots.
When it comes to that kind of shit,
I really want him to tell us about this because I know what he's gonna say.
Anyway. Like they're pulling
but I want him to
shit
do it.
About my wife from years and years ago has nothing to do with anything present, and it's fucked up that people would even care to look it up and or talk about it on my content because it has nothing to do with us right now. Okay?
This thing. What is it?
So, what I will do, and I apologize, guys, because there's absolutely no way that I'm going to read all these
No way I
shout-outs,
can read my chat. Go
but
fuck
I am
yourself.
going
Can't do
to,
shout-outs either?
Just say, in general, thank you to the following people.
Can't do shout-outs.
Okay? Get ready, because this is going to be a lot of people. An anonymous gifter who gifted us up to Soda Poppin', the Lightning God, Hodor Tog.
Imagine a dude running an hour-and-a-half long stream to lie to your face, and then he tell you, I can't even read what you sent with your money.
J Salt for a $10 tip.
I can just say your name.
T. Freddie B. Mackin for the cheer. Knox for the $1
No, I don't
tip.
think that's a dog.
101 for the $7
I know how the
tip.
dog next door
Smooch
sound. It
our
sounds like some
homies
fucking
here
duck or
for a
something.
$5.50 tip. King of Golf HD who gifted us up. Pro Jared apparently tipped me $5. Yeah, fucking right. Jim
just look it up through PayPal, dog.
Eternal Napalm had done a 50-bit cheer. Taquito Bison had done a 95-bit cheer.
What else could he debunk?
Subscribe to the channel.
The Taquito Bison cheer was a question about debunking stuff too.
Bison had cheered again. Big Boy
ignoring all of this stuff.
And then
so many
I
messages.
Tipped myself $5 tonight, apparently. Pretty impressive that I could do that.
So we can't talk about Cat. We can't talk about Panda Lee. It's still so much stuff we can talk about.
Someone tipped me $1 and asked, did I get Almighty Tevin kicked off of Twitch TV? No. I wholeheartedly will 100%.
What about texting Bill Purnell? Would have been a lot better to ask about those other two people. There's no way Twitch ran around and banned 3 fucking people for making fun of DSP on other websites.
I didn't even know about it until after the fact. People came into my chat and told me.
Right.
What happened is
he posted in his chat in the middle of the night the day I got banned on Twitch, by the way.
That not only negatively
he was up in the middle of the night in his chat talking about it.
Wrong people, man. And you gotta understand that, like, people will.
DSP never pissed off the wrong people too.
And he is the kind of guy that thinks that everything's.
Yeah, tell me what kind of person I am, DSP.
About, you know, my relatives.
You don't watch my videos though, right?
People, like
but you know what kind of person I am.
And my viewers, and he thinks that it's all funny, and it's not.
You know what kind of person I am, but he don't watch my stuff.
Shit like that, and I get the feeling that he rubbed the wrong person the wrong way. And they wrote Twitch management and said, "What the fuck is going on with this guy?"
Yeah, a random person got 3 people banned. We pretending one person got banned because of him.
With it at all.
And he really enjoying that they only asked about me. But it was 3 fucking people.
About any of that, okay?
A random person reported 3 people and got them taken down within 2 days.
Taquito Bison had cheered again.
Did they call us murderers?
Was it Tevin's fault? I don't know. I'm assuming it was something he did. I wasn't me though. So, okay. Someone just tried to do a Endgame spoiler, Avengers Endgame spoiler. I didn't read it, thank God. So, but the thing is, Avengers Endgame, it already was officially said, the producer said spoilers are now allowed on the internet because the movie's been out for 2 weeks. So
who gives a fuck
even
what
if
they
I had read
said?
that, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Third
They
out
gonna
of the third,
sue
give me
us?
$5. Uzi did it for
Not gonna
the
read what
cheer,
third out of third just
and
said
Spawn
in a
Killer
tip.
gave me $1.
He posted a fucking paragraph. Not gonna read any
He
of
says,
it.
did you know that there's people on YouTube who know how much
But he
money
reads
they make
this.
on cheers and tips? That's crazy. Well, here's what they think they know. They think they know, but what they don't understand is that there's processing
Time to
fees
lie.
for everything.
Processing
so even though you
fees.
see a certain amount of cheers coming in, or a certain
Processing
amount of tips
fees.
coming in, that's not actually what I make. That's just the face value.
Processing
of what
fees
you
don't
see.
happen with the
And also,
chairs.
there's always
The
things
people
that go
pay
on
those
behind the
before they
scenes,
send
you know,
them.
People trying to charge shit back and the like. And
It's just
so,
lying
you
to
know,
us again.
I'm sure there's people who literally will sit there and with a calculator because they got nothing to do all day and they go, you know, that's how they are.
Right.
Um,
The people that go to work
Let's
and then
see,
come home to give
Mark
him money, they're the
gave me
cool ones,
$3.
though.
He said,
Of course.
would you like to spend an eternity among
Everybody
the
else is an
stars?
idiot.
I have no idea.
Or a troll or a
What an
stalker.
esoteric question.
Processing fucking fees. This dude, the Star David, goddamn.
Yeah, that never happened either. So Dark tipped me $1. He says, can you debunk people saying that you leaked your ex-girlfriend's nude pictures? And,
That
on a
did
video?
happen, though.
That never happened. What happened was there was a picture of my ex-girlfriend.
This counts as
It wasn't
leaking a
It
picture.
was a thumbnail of a picture. I think.
It was a picture
Now,
then.
By the way, this is from like, again.
Her titties was out in the picture, by the way. It wasn't the picture. It was a thumbnail of the picture. So the picture was in the folder.
And there was a little thumbnail somewhere on my desktop, or no, it was
He
in a
didn't leak the
folder.
picture.
And I had been
It was just the
recording
thumbnail
video
of a
something
picture that
else,
showed of a
and the
naked person.
thumbnail popped up.
But he
It
didn't
wasn't
leak the
a nude at
picture.
all. It wasn't a nude at all. There's nothing nude whatsoever in the
Bare-chested
picture. It was a
Panda
thumbnail
Lee
that
laying
was not
on her
nude.
back
But it
wasn't
was
a
her, like,
nude.
posing with her arm like this. So
Was she
people
wearing the
assumed it
thinnest
was a
shirt in the
nude
world?
And started saying, "Oh, it's a nude. It's a nude." It wasn't a nude. If it was a nude, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I would have been banned from YouTube. Stupid.
Right. Like the time you jerked off and didn't get banned on YouTube?
An anonymous cheer did 111 cheers.
Bruh,
Thank you.
fucking when Andy Walski got his channel hacked, he had literal fucking porn on his channel that day.
Thank you, baseball.
And he
for
didn't
the
get
cheers.
banned.
Why do
He
you
didn't
think
even get a
PewDiePie hates
strike
you
for
so
it, I
much?
think.
don't
Well, maybe
know,
he
I
did
don't care.
eventually.
Frog's playing golf. Cheer.
I think he did eventually.
He wants me to talk about more about Tevin and Tevin using ViewBots. No, I'm not going to do that.
Not debunk stream.
Blue for
I'm not going to
21,
debunk
88
anything.
subscribes,
Remember that time
18
you lied
views.
about a
Thank you very much
person?
for
Not going to talk
Okay.
about it, dude. Sounds good. Phil, explain that time
Oh,
you
I don't
lied
know
on
anything about
somebody.
that,
Can't talk
Madara's
about
not.
it.
He's saying something about Bad Bunny being
Go
a
play
banned
Minecraft,
term.
DSP.
Nope. The other thing is Tevin is not a banned term. People keep saying that I make these words.
People
like
type
words that people
turban and
make
Tevin and get
for-
deleted.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
don't
a
do
banned
that.
term.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Snort,
People just make
banned
shit up.
term.
They make shit
Panda Lee,
up
banned term.
out of
Gout,
nowhere to
banned
try to
term.
create drama.
There's
and
no
it's
banned
not
terms.
me.
Tevin
I don't
not a
even know
banned
what the
term.
fuck people are talking about half the time.
But if you
I
talk
don't.
about him, you get deleted. But it's not a banned term. Phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
There you go. Big Boy Abides cheered. He said, I had a line on Twitter. It was funny because someone had tweeted in response to my tweets on Twitter this week. And they said, you know, Phil's wrong a lot, but he's probably right 2 out of 5 times. And when he's right those 2 out of 5 times, he's actually
He'd take that
dead
as a
on
compliment,
right about
by the
stuff.
way.
And this is one of the times that he's right. And I responded, damn, you know,
You
being
can
right
just
2
say
out of 5 times is
pedophiles are
probably
bad,
better than
DSP.
most
That makes you
leaders.
right, doesn't it?
It's true. So
You
there
win an
go.
award for that.
Let's see. Hodor Targ, cheers.
I just
It
noticed
says
my
fi-
ceiling
it's
fan been on
5:50
this whole
a.m.
time.
Here, I've been hitting Bombay Gin, watching your
Calling
stream with a
out
big
what's
combo.
morally
Relax,
wrong.
mate, you don't have to be so worried. See, here's
Oh
the
my
thing.
God, dude.
I'm not
DSP's so
worried. I
right. He
felt
called out
this
what was
special
morally wrong.
Would actually be
Holy
able to clear
shit.
the air with a lot of people.
I love this guy
and,
now.
Or at least give you the honest answers about things that have been said about me for 7
Nice
years.
redemption
And now,
arc,
honestly, I feel
DSP.
better. I do.
I'm really behind you this
those
time, buddy.
misconceptions, You
Big
can still
fan.
believe them if you want. But now you've got the true
Phil,
story
tell us
of
this
everything
thing. Nope.
that was going on
Phil, tell us that
in these
thing. Nope.
situations. So
Didn't talk about
it's,
so
it's
many
up to
things.
you to choose to believe or not, but you have the truth,
Debunk
you have the
stream, no
evidence to
proof.
do with it what
It's up to
will.
you to believe it or not
Okay.
believe it, but it's a debunk stream. He's never gonna update total tips, even though he got all of that money. He didn't read.
That's
Maybe
also false
85, 90% of the
hypocrisy.
shit
That's
he
not
got
true.
sent to him.
And I'm not going to go into massive detail about it because it's been beaten to
Tell
death.
someone they're wrong in a debunk
Two Bar King
stream.
did 100
Doesn't
cheer,
tell them
thank
why
you,
they're
and Blue
wrong.
For 2188 also did a 500.
You're wrong. I'm not gonna tell you why, but it's a debunk stream. Yeah, this is a waste of people's time to get
Golden
extra
Cole
money.
says Twitter trolls always say you're an
It's
alcoholic.
super obvious.
Address that and debunk. No, I'm not an alcoholic.
I just
back
drink a
in the
lot.
Day,
I used to
we're
drink a lot.
talking My early days of YouTube, as I've admitted to you guys, I used to drink way too much.
Whoops.
I don't do that anymore. I had to do it for my health. Like for my health, I had to stop doing that kind of unhealthy shit, drinking all the time, eating terrible foods like red meat and stuff. I couldn't do that stuff. I couldn't.
his stream low-key
because if I had
going
done that
overtime
stuff,
too,
I would
isn't
have had horrendous health problems.
Maybe.
So yeah, every once in a
I
while.
don't know. I'm hoping he leave around 11
I'll-
still.
I'll go out
He
and
told
I'll
us
have
he
a
can't
drink.
stream
You know,
extra.
this
If he
week,
sit
I
up
think
there
this
for another
week,
30 fucking minutes, I'm
I
gonna start to get
had
really
2
mad.
drinks.
Because he told us that
Yeah,
stuff
this
he
week
don't
I
want
had
to talk
2
about because he
drinks.
can't see it for
Oh my
that
god,
long.
he's drinking gin. No, actually, this week I think one of them was a rum and coke, and one of them was a vodka and.
Yeah, look at the fucking ceiling and tell us what you're drunk. We have to
grapefruit
believe you because you're just telling us this.
And I'll have a.
We're not sheep, by the way. Only sheep don't like him.
If I drink, we usually have a drink
True and
together.
honest fans believe
We watch
everything you
something
say.
together, or we're doing something together.
And does
That's
he
the
really
truth.
think
Now,
I
I'll be
care
honest,
that
back
much
in the
about
day,
what he drinks?
When I used to be just a YouTuber, I wasn't
I really
live streaming
don't.
and stuff. I drank too much.
I'm not
all the
related to
time.
you,
I was, like,
DSP.
way crazy drinking. You guys know.
People
you saw
gonna
the
call
videos
something
from
out
back
else
then.
and
I'd be
something
drinking
else
all
out
fucking
anyway.
night, playing video games, destroying entire towns in Fallout 3 and doing stupid shit. Right? You heard the slur in my voice. You know how drunk I was. Back in those original YouTube days. I don't do that stuff anymore.
I don't do that anymore, dude.
Then someone asked me, can you debunk being drunk? Yeah, there you go. Hydrocarbon asked, have you ever been recognized in person?
Great
Only
question.
a few times, since I lived out here.
Is it the guy?
Times.
It's the guy watching his Twitch. Is that really him?
But what I would say is, I've
I
never
really
met
wish he
someone
would
who's
do a
rude,
total
which is
tips and
very
a
nice.
current
Anyone
subs
who's
and a
not
top
gonna
tier
be
roundup
rude,
like
which
right
is
at the end of the
nice.
stream.
That's a good thing.
But I know he won't. I don't know why he even put that shit at the top.
Oh, did you guys hear that? That was my neck. Little
This is
stiff.
a really a dishonest stream, DSP. Holy shit.
All right,
It's like it exists
at
to
this
mislead
point,
people.
At
Debunk
this
stream. I'm
point,
gonna
I guess
just
that's
tell you
it's
it didn't
hilarious
happen a
because,
lot.
The trolls
And
are
then
so
not talk
angry.
about other
People who
stuff.
have really gone out of their way to make
The
my
trolls
life
he
a
don't pay
living
attention
last
to
7
are
years
angry,
are
by
so
the way. He
angry
also
right now
knows all about
because
Tevin.
I
He
am
told me
having
what my
some
personality
positivity
is
thrown
today,
at me on
but he doesn't
Internet
watch my
because of
videos.
the tweets that I made in the past couple of days.
Thanks for telling me what kind of
And they
person I
hate
am,
that.
DSP. Really
oh my God,
enjoyed it, buddy.
that anyone would see Phil in a positive light is like the worst possible thing, okay? They're so angry. So it's funny, I'm making this special tonight to clear the air about a lot of things.
Yeah, tell us what everybody did that you
And
don't pay
they're saying
attention
in the
to.
stream chat right now, okay?
Tell us what the trolls said, and not the
and
fans.
saying, you didn't prove anything tonight.
Whoops.
Where's the
What about the
concrete
fans, the people
what
that believe him?
evidence do
Why
you
we don't
want?
talk about them?
My ex's birthday was always public knowledge. You could have looked it up anywhere and known
So he can call you a stalker?
all about it. You could
He
have
called
known
people
all
a
the
stalker
fuck
for
about
knowing
it.
she had a fake fucking
It's
engagement ring.
always been public knowledge.
Look
I
stuff up
told
so he can
about
call
the
you a
behind-the-scenes
stalker.
Stuff years ago. The thing is, just people don't believe me, so they make up their own shit. It's like there's never. In what situations do you take pictures of every possible thing that happened? Do you write down? Like I said, Project 7, we never.
They're
had
YouTube
contracts,
videos,
like,
DSP.
There's no way you can prove or
They're all
disprove any
YouTube
of it.
videos.
So you can literally make shit up. And how do I disprove? Like, for example, right now, someone
Debunk
could say
stream.
something
He
ludicrous,
asked
like,
us
Phil
how can he
raped someone
disprove stuff.
3 months ago.
He called it a
And it
debunk
was a
stream.
day that I was off from streaming.
And then he
How
makes
could
something
I prove
up
that I didn't do it?
that
I
he
couldn't,
raped
right? All I can say is,
somebody.
no, I
That's
didn't
what
do
the
it.
trolls are talking
But
about currently.
how do you expect me to
DSP
fucking
raping
prove
people.
The opposite. I can't. You have to be logical humans and
Wonderful.
realize for yourselves that you have to have a little ounce of just fucking intelligence and maturity in your heads to realize that if all this shit has been said about Phil all these years, yet Phil's still here. He's
The
still
thumb,
on YouTube.
not the thumb, the
He's
chin.
still on Twitch. He's never
The
been,
chin.
banned or anything from any
He's never been
places.
banned?
And he's not arrested for
Twitch
shit.
indefinitely banned him.
And,
They only brought him back
he's
'cause he's a
got
partner.
loving wife. Why would any of these things
Remember when his
happen
YouTube
if the
channel went
horrendous
away
things that people
completely?
say about me were fucking true? And the
But he
bottom
never
line is they're
been
not.
banned or
People
taken off any
making shit
websites.
up to get clickbait on their own shit, and you fell for it. If you believe any of that shit, you
fell for
gullible.
clickbait and
You
watched
fell for
hours-long
something with no
videos.
evidence, pure
And
speculation.
somehow
There
still
couldn't have been
believed the false
evidence
information
of
that never
something
happened,
that's
I
not
guess.
True. And you bought it hook, line, and sinker, and you're the one who created the problem with these people.
Wow,
who
nice
literally
meme.
just say whatever they want.
You're the one who
You know,
created
you're
the
that
problem.
gullible.
You. Yes, you.
I don't know what else
brought it
to
up.
say, man.
You're the one
like,
who's causing the problem
It's
here.
insanity. It's absolute insanity
Yes,
that
you.
you would believe shit with no evidence.
He also used the term
All
marketing
things we
scheme
talked
today.
About tonight,
He just
there
pulling
was
all his little
never
memes out today.
A lick of actual concrete evidence for any of it.
It was
Yet
no
people
evidence to
talk
him
about
saying he
these
would
things
punch
as
no,
if they
slap an
are
11-year-old.
God's
No
honest
evidence.
truth about me, that they've been proven time and time again to be true. And like I said, this actual picture I'm bringing up is an actual fucking picture I screen grab off of Twitter.
Yeah, show it to us
Alright,
this
you
way,
can't see
dipshit.
it. You're trying to capture my phone.
What a
from the
fucking
website.
clown.
It's an actual screen. This is what people are passing around Twitter right now.
People are passing
Responding to
around
saying
what, a
nice
white
things about me on
screen?
Twitter. Well, here's all the negative things about Phil. That's what I just debunked.
Holy
on stream here
fuck.
for you. But this is what they do. and be, oh well, this is facts about
What
Phil.
tweet is
oh my
this?
God, I can't believe it. No,
Did he
none of
dedicate
that's
a
true at all,
2 hour?
but they
Did he
pass it
dedicate a
around
2 hour
as if it
a
is.
2 hour long stream to a Dragon Killer tweet?
So
Because people were saying that
see
earlier.
what
I didn't
mean? Like,
actually see it
what
myself.
defense do you have besides just coming out?
Did he
and saying, no,
dedicate a
this is
2
not
hour long
correct?
stream to a
Okay.
Dragon Killer tweet?
Um.
This was the day he decided,
All right,
let me
well,
pick
anyway,
some shit
final
out
shout-outs
and lie to my
tonight.
audience. This day, specifically this day.
I got anonymous dollar tip. Electrum guy cheered. Spawn killer tipped me $1. A lol cow tipped me $1.
He was about to say loud cow.
This
Nice.
doesn't even make sense. Lol cow tipped me $1. Can you clear up what people said you scammed your fans by not playing Super Mario Sunshine? I did play Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, after drama started about it.
You can find it on my YouTube channel right now. There you go. Samson also tipped me $1. Yeah, I did hear.
I like
that
how
a
none of
former
this stuff
WCW
has any
wrestler
details
said
to
he
it.
Passed away in a match. That's very sad. K Styles resale for 30 months. Asking about if we're going to play Persona 5 The Royal.
No, he got a bunch of
Not.
tips. He didn't update the leaderboard at all today.
Let's see here.
He didn't update the subs, the chair, anything. After he started talking, he
Don't
didn't
give
update
subs,
any of
dude.
this. He got a lot of money
Your
today.
reviews on spoilers on Twitter right after
He's
the
a really
video comes out.
honest
I don't know
dude.
what
That's
you're
why he's not
talking
going
about.
to update the total tips.
And it's the guy tipped me $1. Said I'm watching your Twitch. Real talk.
And he didn't read
Guy.
maybe 90% of the messages he got.
All right.
Fucking paragraphs is
Madara
being
is
sent
God,
to him. He
you
didn't read
clear
any
up
of them.
trolls who think you're abusing your mods because of swag and spreading lies. Madara is God. Wouldn't you be the person to clear that up? You're one of my mods. Like I don't even know what you're talking about.
I
That
thought
whole
this is
situation,
your
everyone
stream,
knows the
though.
truth about the situation.
Madara's God doesn't
Is that
have a stream.
Swaggins, went nuts when he
Swaggin's gonna
did
enjoy
something
this.
Incorrect during my Resident Evil 2 playthrough. It
That
was
is true. He should
blatantly
retweet
worded
that tweet so we
incorrectly
can
in
all
stream
see it.
chat,
He told us he
and
screen
he
grabbed
tried
the
to defend
tweet. He
himself
showed us his
staunchly, when
fucking
in reality,
phone, and his
everyone watching the
screen
stream
was
I
too bright.
watching, as I read
So
it
we
word
can't
for
even
word, and
see
made
it.
No sense what he said. I did what he said. Didn't
This
work,
reminded me
didn't
of
work.
when he
And
went on
was
his
so
pre-stream
angry that I would call him out on the
and
stream,
talked
he had a
about the
grudge
email
against me ever
scams
since then.
when the
And
people was
whole time
offering
I
the
played
money and was
Sekiro, he
lying.
was on my
And
ass,
to this
ragging
day,
me,
he
saying I
never
sucked
showed
at
us the email.
game, and how dare I criticize the game?
Debunk stream. He
because
didn't
I
even
suck,
talk about the
yada, yada,
emails
yada, to the
he
point
got
where he
about the
angry and he
statues and all of that
left,
stuff.
and that's all it
Debunk
was.
stream.
He had a bug up his ass because he got called out on stream.
And this
for
is
doing
recent
something
shit,
wrong.
dude. This is less than 6 months ago
Blatantly, it
shit.
was black and white.
Multiple
He had
things he
done
didn't talk
something
about.
wrong, and he didn't like that. He felt that over the years that
Debunking 7 years of slander.
the fact that he had supported me financially,
Right.
that I guess I should have given him a pass or whatever. And
He gave a lot
I
of
guess he
people a
wanted
pass
some
for
kind of
giving him
special
money. He gave
treatment
Tut a pass.
because of it, and he
Swaggins
was very
definitely had
upset about
special
it,
treatment.
and he decided to leave. There was literally nothing on my end. I had no problem.
He
with
did
the
nothing
guy.
wrong.
I never had
He never
anything
yelled at
wrong to
Swaggins.
say
He never
about
called him an
He
idiot.
left
None
with
of
a
that. He
word.
never did
He
anything.
told me to demod him. It was all on his side. Every negative thing is on his side, not mine.
Points
And
at
if
the
he ever came
wall
back and we
for
talked or
Swaggins.
whatever, I
What
guess
are we
I'd probably
pointing
say,
at?
you know, say let bygones be
shit.
bygones. But
What the
I
fuck
heard
was
that? He
that?
went off and just talked
What are we
endless shit
pointing
about
at?
me. On
He
all
pointed at
the
his
wrong
air
places,
conditioner
as you
talking
know,
about
which
Swaggins.
is what people do when they feel that, you know, oh no, my time with DSP is done. Let me jump to the other side to get a cheap
This
pop
stream,
from the other
dude.
side, right? It's exactly what they always fucking do.
Nick,
so.
boy.
It is what it is. Who
Nice
cares?
leg slap. Wearing booty shorts today?
Nick Bod at a 300-bit cheer says this truly is the redemption run arc. And Uzi just cheered. He said, any statements on former mods? Jonosaurus
DSP,
Rex
tell us
or
about why your
Kigali? I
website
don't
never
know.
got redesigned.
Jonosaurus Rex used to be a mod. And
Remember when you
just
told us
basically
Onyx was going to
modded
redesign a
or
website
demodded
4
it.
years ago?
Kay Gallion
You never
was the
finished
person
it.
who I mentioned in this video who was upset that I didn't make
You
the
didn't
Project
mention
7
Kay
trailer.
Gallion. You said someone was
That's it.
upset. You didn't
He
say his
was upset I
name.
didn't make the Project 7 trailer. and
Now,
shit about Project 7
we know
before
his
that was the
name,
end of
even
our
though I already
relationship.
said who it was. Thanks, KG.
So there you go.
The dude that run his forums, by the way, pretty much, because he's the only one that fucking post over there.
So,
Big ups to KG, dude. He got some shout outs today, I guess.
all right.
I like how the
Well, guys, I
KG's
think I
final
talked
shout
long
out
enough.
is the guy that was mad about Project 7. Not gonna update total tips.
I've had enough.
Not gonna update top tier. Not gonna update current
I
subs.
hope that this cleared up a lot of misconceptions for a lot of people that they've had for over the years. You've got your answer.
He didn't talk about
Again,
Digest anything.
It's on you
He
guys.
didn't talk
to
about
believe
so
me or
much stuff,
not.
dude.
And I know there's many people who won't, and there's many people who will.
Then he tells us
and
it's a
that's okay.
debunking
It is
stream.
what
He
it
doesn't
is, you know?
debunk
You judge
anything.
for yourself. But the bottom line is, for as much as you say, well, there's no.
Then he
evidence
says we can
built
believe
what
what we
you
want,
said.
but I thought you was
Well, guess
debunking
what?
stuff.
There's no evidence of any
And
of
the
the shit
thumb.
that these people say about me, because it's not true. They will never show you a concrete lick of evidence because they can't, because
Hey,
it doesn't
$25.
exist. You know what I mean? If they did, they would show it, and then that would be it. If definitively
DSP,
I'd
you
done
didn't
horrible
show
things, I would've
anything.
been banned from
He
YouTube,
called this a
banned from
debunking
Twitch,
stream and
banned
didn't
from
show
Twitter,
anything, but the
banned
trolls
from
are
the
supposed to
internet,
show
banned
stuff?
from the earth, banned from the Milky Way, launched off into a
Apparently
black
you get
hole,
bane from every
shot
website in the
across,
world if you jerk off
the
on
whole plane
YouTube,
of
by the way.
existence. It had all my molecules ripped apart.
Obviously.
Because
He
how
should
could
get
someone so
Alex
horrible
Jones
even be allowed to exist in this
worse
plane of
than Alex
existence, right? See
Jones
what I mean? But none of that ever happened because
for the
it's
stuff he
all
did.
bullshit on
If
my
everything he
behalf
did
and
was
my
true,
expense,
he would be treated worse
so
than
they
Alex
can get
Jones.
clickbait.
That is very
you
believable.
Fell for it. If you believed any of that stuff.
And you
Sucks if
fell
did,
for it.
you know?
Yes, you.
I can't blame you for
You
it,
fell for
especially
people
now
without proof.
that
You
there's
should
so
listen
much
to me
stuff that
without
goes
my proof.
on, negative about me in the last 7 years that people just believe it as fact. But the bottom line is none of it is true.
Unbelievable.
A lot of it's based on snippets of fact or things here or there, but none of it is true. And no one will ever show you evidence otherwise because it ain't
Look at
true.
these head wobbles. He tells us no one will show evidence as he doesn't show evidence.
We actually did a $25 tip. Thank you very much for that. That's the biggest tip I know we had tonight.
Man, this is a real dishonest stream, bro.
And an anonymous cheerer also did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you.
I really wish he still
Here's
had
this, the
comments
bunk
on
room
YouTube
made
because the comments for this on
$20,000 a
YouTube
month.
would be amazing. I don't make that much money. I just make a lot, but not that amount.
At the height of my YouTube popularity, which was the year of 2012, all right, it was actually
He didn't make
the
20
second
grand a
half of
month. He made
2011, and actually the
15,000.
first
Come
3
on,
months, or
dude.
the
Stop
first
being
3 quarters
stupid.
of 2012.
Use
That was the
common
height.
sense
I mean,
here.
the most views coming in and everything. I didn't make $20,000 a month. Never in my YouTube career have I made $20,000 a month. It's insanity. It's just stupid shit. People talking out of their asses. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Of
Okay.
course.
All right, guys.
Fun stream, buddy.
So that
really
is
enjoyed
it.
Very nice.
That is it. Thank you, guys. Just remember, Scrupula just made a very good point. He says no evidence at all ever needs to be shown because you don't prove your innocence. You have to prove that someone's guilty, and that's right. In the
Holy
American
shit.
court system, you may
What?
not live in the United States, but in the American court system, you are innocent until proven guilty. The things people say
Yeah,
about me,
that's why they lock you up, right?
most of them are not true. Out of all the things that we talked about
Because you're so
today,
innocent when
number
you
one,
first commit a
absolutely, I
crime.
made bad
That's
jokes
why they
about
want to
Nazis
hold you,
back in the day, and
somewhere.
I wholeheartedly apologize. I will never do that again. Yes, I had an accident
well.
on stream.
I mean,
It was really
technically, I
stupid.
guess.
That will never happen again. And yes, I made a bad tweet last year.
So the trolls
that
need to
was
prove
worded
stuff.
incorrectly about
So
shills. People
the
doing
trolls can
shills
proceed to
places
prove
they
stuff so he
do.
cannot do a
And
stream
I'm
talking about it
working
then.
actively to
Great.
not do stupid shit like that on Twitter ever again. But outside of those
Don't even
three
waste
things
your
we just
time.
talked about, none of the other shit that's said about me has been true. And that's what I mean.
PlayStation
there's
sounds?
3 times Phil had really bad things he did. Let's turn that into use
And
that
these
as
leg
justification
slaps.
that everything else was true, even though there's no evidence of it because we made it all up. So there you go. Okay. The Whopper says, can you debunk Sekiro being the greatest game ever? If you watch my playthrough, you've already seen that one be debunked. All right.
More
That is
PlayStation
it,
sounds.
guys. Thank you for watching.
Why's your
Whether you watched live
Elgato
on stream or
like
you watched
turned
this
on for
YouTube,
this
I
layout
hope
in
that
OBS
served the
DSP?
purpose. Thanks to everyone who was supportive tonight, and now we get back to normal business. because
It's
now
so much stuff
I
he
feel
didn't
good.
read.
I got
Can
this
you
off
debunk the
my chest and
Tevin
out
view
of my
count
system.
thing? His response,
And
no.
The truth of the matter is, I've already talked about this stuff before. I never just did it together. You know what I mean? Like, I've talked about all this stuff over the years before and given my full explanations, but I've never all in one place kind of summarized it for one video that people can
Well, that's
find
not
all this
necessarily
crap.
true,
So
but
now,
no.
you hear those common drama things about Phil, come watch this video.
Yeah,
get
come
your
watch this
answers,
hour
that's that.
and almost
That's
2
it,
hour
guys.
long video
Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
to get proof, which means a dude says you're wrong. That's
All right,
your
guys,
proof.
so that's the end of the stream. Reminder, tomorrow, I'm going to be playing Days Gone on my first stream, and now tomorrow night, I'll be playing Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations as the night
Yeah,
stream.
he was supposed to play
That
Phoenix
means
right
Monday
tonight.
I'll
He
be
knew he
doing
wasn't going to
Mortal
make any
Kombat
money
11
doing that. This
as
is
the
a fucking
daytime
cash
stream,
grab
a new
stream.
character
And he
online
didn't
play.
get a people
And
real
then,
shout outs or anything
Monday
for it.
night, I'll be doing, what would that be then? Minecraft? And then
Very
Tuesday's
fucking
Rage
good
2's
shit, brother.
premiere,
And he's still
and then
clocking out
probably
on
Tuesday night,
time.
I'll be doing
Good fucking
MLB.
shit.
Wednesday will be more Rage 2, and probably pair
A
that
2 hour
with,
drama stream.
like Black Ops 4 Blackout. And
Feels
then
good,
Thursday,
man.
probably
And
more
DSP
Rage
just told
2,
us
and pair
today
that either
he's
with
not
Days
some
Gone or
kind of
Mortal Kombat
drama
now.
streamer.
All right?
He told us
Here you
that
go,
today.
guys. Thank you very much.
And he does this
Have
weird
a good
shit.
evening. I'm gonna
Let me
upload
talk
this
about
to
people
YouTube
calling me a
right
pedophile and
now,
shit,
and
dude.
I will see you all in the AM for
And let me
Days
tell you,
Gone.
I'm not racist.
Fair enough. Thank you. Have a good night. Peace out, everybody. See you
You
later.
know, because racist people and pedophiles and people that scam their fans, they just come on camera and say, you know what? I'm racist, I'm a pedophile, and I scam you. That's what they always do. They just come out and tell you, man. Oh, dog. Well, that was a fun time. Hope you enjoyed it. I need some background music. Cause I'm gonna bust through these super chats, dude. But I gotta find something I can listen to first. Maybe I could start this 20-minute song over again. Yeah, that'll work. Tell you why he think I use ViewBots. A long time ago, I used to work for this promotion company, right? You know what promotion is? Promotion isn't just buying a number and increasing a number. But because people told DSP that 2 years ago, some fucking gay ops somebody was running, and I guess somebody was just telling DSP information about me because somebody told them that more than 2 years ago now. He brought it up back then in like 2016 or 2017 in one of his videos. He was like, oh, they get fucking 10, 20,000 fucking views for every fucking video, and it's disgusting because their channel is run by fucking robots. And 2 years later, he talked about the ViewBot thing. And he was like, oh, people told me years ago he had ViewBots. No, somebody told you years ago that Turvin used to work for a promotion company. And that translated to he buys views, and he waited 2 fucking years to bring that up. And then somebody asked him to explain why he said that today. His response, I'm not gonna do it. So we'll never know. Well, from his viewpoint, we'll never know. So that's good. Let's see here. Confused for $1. Wait, did this something else I missed? Oh yeah, the thing before that. Dave the Godly Man. When did Dave become a Christian? Didn't he say he was atheist? No, I said earlier. Pandalise said she was atheist. And DSP went to nun school or some shit back in the day. But he don't really care about religion anymore. He just uses terms and stuff from a lot. And compare himself to characters from the Bible. Because people that think they're not better than you compare themselves to characters from the Bible. Well, somebody probably posting that in chat now. It was the ban shit he talked about. He didn't get me banned. Now, I'm a little disappointed because the person that did ask him, they didn't ask about the other 2 people that got banned because of him, because I refuse to believe a stranger, like a non-partner, a person that don't have any ties to the website, I refuse to believe a random person reported 3 people and got them all taken down within days. And 2 of the people didn't even do DSP streams at all. And the last time I did a stream on Twitch watching DSP shit was months before I got banned. I should have fucking been banned. Based on that logic, at least. But according to DSP, I made someone mad because I was playing Shin Megami Tensei, not Strange Journey. I forget the name of that one. It was a PS2 one, not the one with Dante in it. Because I was playing that, apparently, I really pissed somebody off because I had to get banned. Oh, is this fucking Pink Floyd song again? I'm surprised I somehow made that last 20 minutes. I was supposed to be done at the end of the song. I don't know what to do now, dude. Fun watching the stream. Dog, I think the highest he got was like 1,300 people. I don't know what's the highest this stream did. Because I don't have a constant way on screen that I can see it. But it was a fun time. It was definitely a fun time. So many bans, so many timeouts. It's so much nonsense. It reminds me of my uncle. I know he's on the same path of destruction. He's putting his wife and parents in danger. I see why that post got deleted. It was very toxic. Let's see. He had to at least post a tweet. We gotta have something we can finish off on here. Thanks to all who attended tonight's impromptu stream. Almost 2 hours and tons of stuff was addressed, all in one place for easy digestion. 2 hours is easy digestion. Right. Now upping the it's uploading now to DSP Gaming, the non-gaming video. Uploading to DSP Gaming. Nice dead channel, a vlog channel is. Hopefully you don't have fucking porn sent to him. Tons of stuff was addressed, but never debunked in your debunking stream. You seem so genuine. At least with your ups and downs, your followers can say for certain that what they see is the real Phil. Feels good, man. I sent you a quick email. Can you check it out when you get the chance? Thanks, Phil. What a stupid waste of time. Thanks, Phil. Those detractors really had me thinking completely different thoughts. Man, I wish I could favorite or retweet this. This dude is pig pilled to the fucking T. As a matter of fact, I think I can, huh? I just gotta like pull it up on another one. There we go. Very nice. Don't send that dude anything mean. He's being very honest. This is the first pig-pilled individual in the world. Feels good, man. And the hand symbol for pig-pilled individuals, if you have been wondering, it's on screen right now. So if you pig-pilled out there, just give me an okay hand sign, and we know where to go from there, buddy. You don't have an orgasm emote, so you have to do the hand sign. Now, eventually, we're trying to work on getting this emote in the YouTube system. So then pig-pilled individuals can post this to signify when they come to a chat room that they are indeed pig-pilled. But as of now, we only got the OK hand sign. Now, if you don't have the OK hand sign, which is extremely rare, I don't know what flip phone you're on, then you can post a picture of a frog. That's another one. I see a chat already ahead of me on that one. You can post pictures of frogs or emotes of frogs, maybe even a GIF of a frog, if you don't have the OK hand sign. And if you really want to get into it, you get your frog and you get your OK hand sign. That's the good shit. I don't know what this face is. I don't know how I feel about it. He should change this to an OK hand sign and a pig. A pig with a green hand. We need our own one too. We don't need to steal one. Okay, internets, this is it. For the first time ever, I'm going to directly counter all of the crap that's been spewed about me for the last 7 years right now on stream. Only 27 likes for this tweet. So come join me as I run down the shit list of lies and tell you the truth about each one. I was banned within 10 seconds when I answered someone asking what they should expect with lots of snorting. That was too fast. Come on. I'll make it 11 next time. Ack. Good one, Doc. I had to log out to see that reply. Whoops. They got blocked? You actually think you can debunk years of begging for money? Outright stating that YouTube viewers are taking you for granted and need to step up? Yo, he didn't bring that up either. All of the times he'd tell his viewers they need to step up and they took him for granted. Factual stuff that happened when he called his viewers lazy. Not debunked. Thanks. He should debunk all the tax money he was collecting from his fans for 3 years, which turned out he didn't pay anyway. And a story about dying parents, which turned out was a planned trip and marriage. I don't even know what to call this. Semicolon, or is it colon? D? What's the next drama from him? Summer, fall, need money, my wife is prego. Oh, God. You should play Deus Car, Game of the Egg Edition. Really? Okay. It was at this moment Fear realized he fucked up. Usually when people debunk things, they show proof / provide numbers and facts. No, according to DSP, the trolls need to show proof, even though they have years of uploaded videos, which is the proof. But that's not enough proof. The trolls need to come up with new proof so he can say he won't respond. Reminder, don't get cat pregnant between your giant head and horse face. That kid will be fucked. Goddamn. You can't debunk about how taxes work. Did he reply to these? No, of course he didn't. He probably didn't reply to any of these. Sometimes I'd be scared of clicking shit on DSP channel on stream. Twitter is scary. He says that his detractors have provided no evidence to prove his wrongdoing. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do not. It is on the accuser to prove someone is, oh my fucking God, he just took what he said. Not on the innocent to prove their innocence. Yeah, when you go to court, it's not your job to try to prove that you're innocent. When the fucking people ask you what you was doing when they think you was doing something illegal, that never happens apparently. Right. Hey man, what were you doing? This person died. Oh, I was driving to Walmart. Prove it. That never happens in court. They just believe you. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. Wait, what the hell is this? Thank you to everyone that has done actually. Oh, it was him. I don't want to read this stuff today. I never actually read a lot of these tweets, like this one, for instance. Big deal because he pulled like fucking quotes from somewhere. Big deal because these people often have a small percentage of the amount of haters you do, yet they fuck themselves over and get exposed as horrible people. You've had a legion of them trying to bring you down for years, but managed to last by keeping it and not being a total trash human. Oh, keeping at it. So you managed to last by existing and not being a trash human. It's good to know DSP is a good person, apparently. He's not a trash human, dude. Pro Jared cheated on his wife. So DSP is a great person. Now, with that logic, Pro Jared not really that bad of a person either, because somebody obviously did something way worse than cheat on their wife in real life. I don't know, man. Is anybody really bad? I think I talked about this yesterday. Is anybody really bad? At the end, we can always blame the devil, because he's supposed to be the worst one. So big ups to the devil, I guess. Shout out to you, buddy.